Welcome to Chaos Chamber, episode 56. That's insanity to me. Uh, I can't believe we've been through that many, but all right, I'm excited. A little bit of a late start here, but we got almost the whole crew. No Rusty. Today we'll be doing Siddle by committee, so that's a little disappointing, disheartening. But that's all right. I'm excited because it's been we missed it last week with Evans, completely unrelated, in no way ties to this campaign. Doesn't even touch on it, not even a little bit referring to it. Campaign as an interjection, and here we are back to the campaign one. And since that, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'll give a super quick recap just to get us going, and then we can play some D&D. So in the previous session, you guys had followed the lead from the High Priestess, trying to track down where these young nobles might have gone in an attempt to repay your debt from the three favors that were owed. In doing so, you managed to make your way around Yartar a little bit. You made it onto the Grand Dame, did a little investigating. From there, you met Lady Atalia, who was connected to it, and after some interrogation, forced her to lead you into the sewers, in which case you fought your way down through these sewers for some odd beasts that had grown up there at one point or another. As you made it down to the lowest level of the sewer, finding the sorcerer that referred to, and turned out to not be a sorcerer at all, at least not in the sense that you were expecting. After engaging in some combat in this open water sewer type system with the boys who were in some type of a trance and fighting you as well, in which you managed to separate them, you found this massive beast that arose. First time it was a fake. The second time, the real one, which you recognized as an aboleth, and have now had the opportunity to kind of recognize that amongst the group. Upon fighting this and it's a minions, you managed to dispel most of the minions, rescue the boys, remove them from their trance, and chase this Usith, this sorcerer, away. The aboleth somehow escaping out of the sewer. At which point, Caldrum did some super quick investigation, found the room in the back of the sewer system, grabbed some paper, some items, some coins, and ran, and you guys got your asses up to the surface in a big hurry. At which point, after having saved Lady Atalia's life, finding her dead, Griswold reviving her, the boys not necessarily so moderately appreciative of you rescuing them, but young punks from your opinion, managed to send them away. And in the very, very early hours of the morning, this was overnight, you guys had a long, exhaustive trip. You managed to start making your way back to the inn when Griswold collapses. He, out of the blue, seems to hit the ground. You find nothing immediately wrong with him before some script begins writing and appearing on its body. Doesn't seem to be any immediate danger. However, you manage to carry the big lug back to the inn and are keeping a close eye on him. At which point, just to fill in everybody, there's been a few developments since the last session that were handled through our campfire chat. Sorry. In which case, Caldrum used command to send out a few requests to, or commune, sorry, not command, commune to Mistra, ask a few questions, send some messages. You guys are keeping a watch on Griswold's body, and that is where we will pick up. Technically, you have not yet started the long rest, so we will go right there. It is very, very early. The sun is probably about an hour away from rising, so it is we'll say an hour short of dawn. You guys have not slept in a long period of time. You did manage to take a short rest right before you went on the Grand Dame, but basically everyone is exhausted. So we'll pick up with the start of the long rest. So if there's anything anybody wants to do before that, during that, we can cover it to start this. And then if you are actually going to sleep through and take the full long rest, it'll be somewhat time after noon in which you would actually get up and be able to explore the city. So we will pick up before that long rest, about an hour before dawn. With that said, let the chaos ensue.
If that's the case, I would change my message to Tolbaz to.
I thought you might. That's why I wanted to put that out there for the timeline.
Yeah. So,
but I also thought you might want to duck out before the long rest, and you had intended to, so I didn't want to change anything before that.
No, no, I need the long rest, but I only need 4 hours, so I'll change the message to. I'll meet him mid morning.
Mid morning? Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. All right, so Griswold currently unconscious and in bed. The rest of you have made your way back to the inn. Uh, anything that anybody wants to do before the long rest?
No, I think Siddle more work. They're taking a nappy nap. They're out. They need some
Okay.
sleep.
I would do the commune. That's when I would probably done that. And hey,
Okay.
And before we all part to our rooms or whatever, I hand everybody a little satchel of gold of coins. I don't know if you saw it in the Roll20 chat, but everybody gets 13 platinum, 44 gold, 6 silver. Found this in the office when we were ducking out.
Nice.
I found a couple other things, a couple gems. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna hold on to them.
I assume this is when you gave him my axe back as well.
Yeah. Wait, why did I have your axe?
Or sorry, the rod, not the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will
And
take that and put it back in my pack.
I'll hand Reed another little pouch. I don't have any use for these. Maybe you can try to win some of yours back, but he hands him 10 of those wooden coins.
Ooh,
that we have on the that you use on the boat.
sweet. Ooh, I
Okay.
still have the ring from one of the boys.
You do still have his ring.
We'll hold on to that.
Awesome.
He wasn't aware of that you had it, so.
Let's see, I'm gonna.
As Geldrim hands me that, I'll ask him if he wants the ring.
Yeah, I'll take it. It might come in handy in other ways, monetary.
As I hand it to him, I'll say, "See, you're a fan of contraband as well."
Not so much contraband, but doesn't always hurt to have possessions of others that like give some more information on something.
Liberated items.
Especially of those of the, how can I say, entitled nobles. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
It won't be missed nor remembered.
Probably not.
Are you gonna boldly wear it, Caldrum, or tuck it away?
No, it's getting tucked away.
Damn it! I was hoping you wear that shit. That'd be out. That'd be awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Warwick's
All right.
happy poo for sure. Yep.
Anything else before the long rest, or during, I should say, as we begin it? I'll make it quick, but just want to give everyone an opportunity as the night goes on.
Take my rest. Take part of my rest in the same room with Grizz. And before I do,
Okay.
I kind of look over like these inscriptions on his body. Can I read anything? Or are these?
So it is all in Celestial at the moment. Do you read Celestial by chance?
Do I?
I didn't think you did, but I want to make sure.
No, Draconic, Elvish, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
I would say, based on your experience and your knowledge, you would recognize it as such, but
Okay.
aren't able to make out any of the verbiage.
Okay. Nope. Wrong character. I was gonna say I thought I had comprehend languages, but that was last week. Yeah. Other than that, wow, that's cool. Weather report.
Yeah,
That is
since we're into a new day, it is set up with roll tables. I have a massive set of generators and data behind it, adjustable based on time of year and where you are on the map, entirely randomized and weighted accordingly. Fairly moderately realistic as well, so I'm pretty excited about it for both skies, breeze, conditions, highs, lows. So randomly generated weather on a day-by-day basis moving forward.
Got to keep that in mind for Fog Cloud, huh?
I was gonna
That
say
I
that's
do.
the
That
whole
way,
reason that he fucking did this.
Yeah,
Fog cloud, stink cloud, any clouds. Really.
any cloud.
that way you can't blame me for just making up the wind based on whether or not I can use fog cloud. It is purely randomized.
I like it.
So yeah, I was pretty excited about that.
DM, I was perfectly happy with you rolling a d4 to see if it was windy or not. Just
Yeah.
saying.
I know, but this is way cooler.
I'll give you props.
I
for
wanted
that,
to take
for
full
sure.
advantage of roll tables. There's a couple good ones in here too. Some nasty days.
Warwick, I gave you that hat that I found too. Did you you still have that?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I would have wanted to identify that, then take a. I totally forgot you gave me that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I
and identify that. That'd be great.
So funny enough, I'm going to unattune to the gauntlets of ogre strength and attune to this new pearl that I found.
Nice.
All right.
I will. Amrook will. Are we in the morning, or are we still going through the long rest stuff?
If there's anything else you guys wanted to do during the long rest, great. If not, I will just go ahead and bump you to the morning. Nope. All right. Morning, although kind of early afternoon at this point. It's just afternoon.
Amrook will take a 10-minute, give the crew a nice speech to get everybody's spirits up.
Time out. Were you breaking forward earlier, Calvin?
Yeah. Earlier in the morning, I'm gonna head over to outside of Lord Dryland's and try to find Kolbaz. Did you freeze, Garrett? Nope. No. Okay.
Didn't know. Sorry, I was thinking.
you just were very still for more than a second. Yeah, I'm going to find Kolbaz and I'm going to show him. I'm not going to give him. I'm just going to show him the letters that we found.
Okay. So as you break away from the group and you make your way over to Kolbaz. Kolbaz is at the mansion. He's one of the guys that are guarding the estate where you requested. As you approach, he takes a look at the letters. He's good.
I'm going to tell him I'm going to bring this forward to the Temple of Chamb3r, since they originally asked us to find the kids in the first place, and I think they should be aware of this and brought up to the proper authorities.
This is most interesting. We did not have Lord Dryland under suspicion at all. I have also done some investigation while you were gone. We are currently looking over the manor. However, I should make you aware that Lord Dryland has not been seen within the city in a 10-day. We are not sure of his current location. We do not believe he is inside, but it is possible.
Well, let's keep an eye on the place anyway, just in case. I'm going to go back to my crew.
I mean, he lets you know that he's got multiple people out looking for him. The word is being spread across the organization, trying to track him down.
If you wish to meet with us at the temple the afternoonish, you're more than welcome to.
Should I find any additional information, I will be sure to let you know.
Great. With that, then I'll head back and just kind of finish out the day, just making sure Griswold still looks okay and he's starting to come around, normal breathing.
Yeah, and he has been generally unmoving throughout the entirety of this. However, the script has stopped adding to his body, and the ink. You notice there are no more changes. At which point, Griswold seems to stir as the completion of the long rest occurs, and the rest of you are kind of meandering around. Seems dazed, confused, out of it, unaware of what happened. No memory since dropping and exiting the sewers. That is his last known memory. But he stirs and is conscious.
Morning, sunshine.
So, just kidding. Just kidding. That's not Griswold. Yeah, I sit up in bed and kind of shake my head a little bit and just I sit there and thought, Eldrum, what happened?
I was gonna ask you what happened. Feeling okay?
Yes, I feel renewed, restored.
Nude?
Renewed.
You got clothes on. We need to
Yeah.
put your clothes on.
So excited.
You are currently missing your underwear, Griswold. You definitely had it on when you left.
Who took my pants? Why is my it's not good. I feel renewed, restored. I had many visions. How long have I been out?
Just the night. That's all.
About 3 weeks.
5 years. I'm an elf, so you don't notice the age.
I've been in a coma for 5 years, and I walk out, new technologies. There's like flying ships and all sorts of shit.
The torches are much more advanced now.
Yeah, is it? Rather unexpected, but I feel good.
It looks like you got some new tattoos there. Kind of pointing.
And Griswold looks at his arms and he sees all these tattoos, the tenets of my oath,
My credo.
my credo.
Not
I
even
saw my what?
I said no regrets. Not even
Yeah, that commercial. No.
my credo.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I saw how it started, Geldrum. My family was chosen. As I'm looking at these celestial tattoos wrapped around my body, I saw how it all started. Seemed to be a coronation of sorts. Me learning about some things that I didn't know, and I don't know. It seemed like I recalibrated to the oaths, I suppose. Definitely a good thing, and Griswold usually where his eyes would light up this radiant white is you now see like this radiant blue in his eyes. Yes, things seem to be more clear. It was good.
You feel good? I mean, do you need to sit here the rest of the day? We got some stuff we gotta do. We gotta go. Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm really good, actually. I have a clear sense of purpose. What about Lady Italia and the creature we found? Anything of the sorts?
Don't know about what happened to Uthas. He escaped. Lady Italia, I believe she got home okay, and along with the boys. But I found a bunch of papers, pretty much clear evidence of Lord Dryland's tampering with the election fraud.
We must find him, and you see Griswold start to get ready. He seems this invigorated sense of Lord Dryland seems to be a douche, and Griswold's
well, I think
ready to roll.
We need to first get over to the Temple of Tamora let them know, show them what we found. I've already informed the Harpers. I have eyes on the house already, and they don't think he's there. They think he left like 2 weeks ago. So
Disappointing.
it's going to be a search for him.
Disappointing. Okay.
Let's go rouse the others and get them going.
Right, I'm not here. I'm snoozing. Warwick, he hit the snooze button. I'm sleeping.
I'll be down. Just give me just a few moments, Keldrum.
Yep.
I appreciate you watching over me. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. And, when Keldrum gets out, Griswold's gonna get dressed, and then he's going to take a minute to pray just real quick to Gabriel and just say, I understand. Thank you for the message, the focus. I know what I need to do. And then I will. I'm going to then
kill Warwick. No, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen.
Oh, Griswold's eyes flare up blue, and he's ready to kill Warwick.
I mean, probably wouldn't be wrong.
And then lastly, Griswold will he'll stop praying and he says, let's hope it works this time, old friend. And Griswold is going to cast Find Steed. And he's going to see what happens.
So as you do that, the shutter of the window suddenly smashes open, banging, startling you momentarily. As a wind gust blows by, seems to be a bit of a windy day, about 16-mile-per-hour winds, a little heavier than usual, but no Frank.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Were you expecting something else? My bad.
Nope. No, I was just rolling back up to what you.
You see Reed standing there in disappointment, but don't know why.
You think, wow, he really connected with Frank. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I'll find a way, Frank. Whatever I have to do, I'll find a way.
You better.
And I'll get up and go downstairs. Are you in the same room as me?
He came in to check on you.
Oh, okay.
I heard,
Reed popped in while this is going on.
And yeah, I'll go downstairs and.
Okay. You guys all meet up just after afternoon down in the tavern of this inn that you stay in. Fairly quiet mid morning. You manage to get some food and beverage in you, recover a little bit, and relax a little bit. And then you guys want to do at the table before the day starts.
I don't remember if I did tell everybody about the notes that I found, the letters that I found.
You did not.
Okay. I will pass around, show everybody. I think we need to get to the temple first thing.
I will also take 10 minutes to give everybody, other than myself, 11 hit points. So that's 66 points of healing.
Got it. Already marked down, my friend.
I might catch you. Don't you worry.
Of temporary healing.
Yeah. I'm gonna catch Adrin though.
You might.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do I see the gauntlets on Keldrum?
No, I don't.
You do not see them on him currently. No.
Yeah, you don't see them on him. I will hand him. Griswold, I don't have use for these anymore. I would like to, but I just don't. Too much magic already on me. So, if you want to have them, they're yours. If you want to give them to somebody else,
I'll look at the rest of the group and See if anyone else needs them first.
Siddle speaks up. He's interested.
But Siddle wants it.
Does Siddle really want them?
I think Althea should have them.
I already have gloves on.
Oh, okay. Was this a hat of disguise? That I got?
It was, yeah. It should be in your journal.
I was hoping that's what it was. That's dangerous. I love it.
Warwick, it's fucking dangerous.
I might need
I
to
love
borrow
it.
that if we go to Chamb3r Bar.
Oh yeah.
We're going to Chamb3r Bar. I hope you know. I got it in with the general at Chamb3r Bar. Shit's about to get real. Anyways, sorry.
I'll hand the gauntlets over to someone if someone else wants them.
Warwick has too much going on, so.
Althea's a no. Warwick's a no. Siddle's a no. Caldrum's a no. Amrook, Reed.
Was that in character, Keegan?
What?
Was the Chamb3r Bar comment in character?
Oh, no. That was I mean, don't get me wrong. We're gonna have a conversation about Chamb3r Bar very soon in game, but outside of character, I was just fucking.
There's a moderately drunk gentleman nearby. Appears to be maybe a fisherman coming off the wharf in the morning. Seems to have a long night, a lot of bags under his eyes, very leathery skin. He's gonna lean over as you're asking around. If you're giving those away, I'll take them.
If I hear that, I'm gonna say 500 gold and they're yours.
I'll look at.
I'll take 500 gold as well. I might have misheard.
I'm just gonna laugh and kind of walk away from this guy.
He's gonna almost fall off his chair and then just almost entirely forgets about you guys and leans back to his drink.
As he does that, I'm going to take a card out of the deck of illusions.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm gonna slide it by his table.
All right.
Let me remember how to use the deck of illusions real quick.
Yep. I got too many roll tables now. We were working off of.
I'll officially take the gauntlets if Amrook or Reed do not take them because no one else, everyone else has said no. Unless Siddle does have room to take them. If he wants them, he can have them. But
I think
I
we
don't
just
go to
gave
waste.
them up, so you're okay. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't think Siddle can because he got that arcane
Armoire
and that other stuff that I got him.
Reed, do you have room or no?
I can carry them. I can't use them.
Okay, I mean I can use them for right now. I'll take them for now until someone else needs them. But I like it.
All right. So what appears next to the drunken man is a knight and 4 guards.
So
and Reed is going to point at the illusion and say, "That's the man that was trying to steal the gauntlets."
He was a bit out of it. He is now just shocked out of his stupor as these knight and 4 guards just suddenly appear out of the blue, staring down at him, surrounding him. You got the wrong man. It's not I. The gauntlets. He's got them. I just saw him take them. Look at the big guy. He looks like a freaking criminal. Jeez. Look, does that look like the face of an honest man to you?
It's the new ink makes him look like a criminal.
If I hear this, I'm gonna cast minor illusion, and I'm gonna have I'm gonna replicate the gauntlets and have them hanging off of his. If this guy's wearing a belt, I'm gonna have them hanging off of his belt.
He's got a large leather belt on that seems to have like some tools and stuff. You see some fisherman type tools, some knives and everything else. And the knights they're able to react here. So yeah, they're just gonna continue to stare at him, and he's gonna look down. Oh God, I didn't. Oh, I might have had one too many. I found these on the. I caught them in my net out in the water. I swear. Look, they don't even do anything. And he goes to reach down. Oh God, I can't feel anything from my hands.
I like this. This guy's shit face.
This is not good. All right. You leave me no choice. I'm gonna come in peacefully. At which point he's gonna grab whatever food's on the table. You see some meat there and everything else. He's gonna try to throw it at these things as it goes right through them, and he's just gonna run. Except he seems to have a little bit of a hobbed leg. So as he tries to run, he's very slow, drunk, wobbling, and limping. And so it is the slowest little hobble out of this place that you've ever seen.
As he goes to hobble.
Please do it.
Ball bearings?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's yelling over his shoulder, "You'll never catch me! I'm too fast and nimble!" And he's trying to pretend like he's joking a little bit, almost loses his balance, catches it on the wall momentarily, and toss those ball bearings out. Give me a...
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to make where the door is at look like the wall, and make the wall look like where the door, like, so that it looks like the wall and the door are moved.
Okay.
So all right, give me a dex check for the ball bearings.
Yep. 19.
All right, so it behaves as if it do harm. Yep. So as they attempt to go after him, these illusions are tracking him down. You toss the ball bearings, and as he's running, "You'll never catch me!" And again, slow limp. The ball bearings slide under his feet, and he catches it. And he doesn't immediately flip on it. He steps on it and almost rides it out from his momentum going forward. And you see the arms are wobbling. They're going all over the place. The legs flailing out. And he's riding it like a skateboard for about 6 feet. And as he does so, just leg up in the air, it hits on his back. The knights and the guards run over, and he's on his ground. He's kind of stumbling. All right. You got me. Just can you let an old man get up on his own? And he's gonna slowly stand up. There's nowhere I can go. There's 5 of you. I didn't do it. I don't know where these came from. And he stands up, and he's gonna look back at the group. He's gonna be like, "They're trying to rob the place." Thinking he tricks them. He's gonna turn and run to the door in 2 quick runs. And as he turns, he's gonna try to bow his little hat, and he does so and turns right into the wall, which looked like a door momentarily. And at which point he is knocked unconscious, drops back, hat in hand, and you hear him mumbling on the ground as he's doing so. What? Oh, I should have just stayed home today. And he is out.
And
you guys turn to see the bartender, a young dragonborn woman, just watching all of this because she's cleaning a mug with a rag. Oh, Seamus. Just nods and lets it go like it's an everyday occurrence.
As she does that, I go, "I'll pick those up and get the ball bearings."
Are you letting the illusions just disappear? Or are you doing anything with them?
Yeah.
No.
I just, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. Yeah. They only last as long as. Oh, it's been a while.
While you're within 120 feet of them, you can use an action to move them anywhere or within 30 feet of the card. So they stay within that. How long do they last? It lasts until it's
successful. Yeah.
Until the card is moved or the illusion is dispelled.
Yeah, the card's staying there, and so are the guards.
All right, so they basically just hover at this point. They are just hanging out in the bar.
Yeah, I want them. Well, I want them to encircle him.
And he is out. He's knocked unconscious on the ground, completely passed out, and they'll just walk up and just surround him. Do you want them just kind of standing guard? Do you want them looking down over him? They are.
So what I'm envisioning is like a Dark Souls knight with like full clad helmet, and I want him to be like, I want him to be like looking cocked, like his head cocked to the side, just crouched down, looking at him, waiting for him to get up.
All right, and so he's going to be doing that, and his hand will be on his sword at his side, like he's preparing to draw at any given moment. And you guys kind of go back to what you're doing for a few moments as you're eating, drinking, watching this. All kind of goes quiet. The illusions are there. He's unconscious. At which point you hear him starting to stir. That was the weirdest freaking dream I've ever had. I think I drank too much. I think it's time to go. And you're going to see him. He starts to kind of lean forward and open his eyes. And as this knight's directly in front of him, fully clad, hand on sword, staring him down, 4 guards directly next to it. Oh, fuck. He's going to fall back, pass out, gone.
Emmerich will walk over to the bartender and say, I assume he has a tab?
He's got a small one. He tends to not pay it very often.
I will pay his tab and ask her to remind him when he wakes up that the Phandalin Phive says to drink responsibly.
Can I ask you a question first?
I'll give her an extra 5 gold on top of that as well.
And she's gonna. Can I ask you a question?
Aye.
She's gonna kind of pull you in a little bit. Do you see a knight and 4 guards there as well?
I'll just turn around and look, and then look back at her and say, just shake my head and then walk away.
I love it.
I'm leaving for the day. I don't feel so well. Calls to somebody in the back. You see a large ogre-like creature kind of pop his way out. Feel better. She's going to drop the rag and kind of eyes wide start meandering out. And she's keeping an eye on these knights and guards as she goes. And as she walks past, she's going to try to put her hand and just touch it. And it's going to go right through. I don't make enough of this shit. She's going to walk out. The fisherman's still just on the ground, unconscious.
I love it.
All right. Anything else you guys are doing at breakfast?
No. And yeah, we're gonna go see the high priestess, right? We're gonna see her first.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So as you guys are finishing up and this happens, the guards are still standing over this unconscious body in the beginning. A small female halfling enters, dressed fairly primly. Seems to be some type of localized uniform. Seems to be very clean and noble-esque, shoulders back. She's got this long, straight auburn hair, brown eyes. Seems to only momentarily register the illusionary knights next to her and someone on the ground. Her eyes are darting wildly around the room looking for somebody as she sets her eyes on the table of the Phandalin Phive, seeing each of you. And she comes over, you see her silken pink skin for this very small, lean build. She makes her way over. She seems to have a scroll in hand. And as you get close, you see, despite her 2'5" tall stature, she is quite beautiful. Seems to be very professional, very kind eyes as she's looking at you. And she's gonna speak to you momentarily in a whisper, and she's gonna roll open this piece of paper in her hand. She's gonna whisper over to you. I assume that you are the Phandalin Phive.
Can you speak up? I'm a little hard of hearing.
I assume you are the Phandalin Phive?
Yes, we are.
Never heard of them.
I maybe. Who's asking?
You meet the appearance of those that I am supposed to meet. She's going to unscroll this thing. The Water Baron of Yartar, Her Royalness the Nestra Ruthial, has requested your company at your earliest convenience at her manor. You may find the Water Baron Manor at the Water Baron Hall at the center of Yartar. This is your formal invitation to get past the guards. And she's going to hand over this scroll that basically repeats what she says is formal request to stop to come by and see Nestra when you are able.
You've been served.
Nice.
She's gonna just nod her head, slowly begin to walk out, and again, only a brief momentary glance at these guards still standing over an unconscious man. You see what you believe to be might be a minor shake of the head as she darts out the door.
You see Warwick perk up a little bit. He's gonna look over at everybody. Like, "You guys are about to see my new office. This is gonna be good."
Griswold, I'll look over. Should we head to? We should head to the High Priestess. Let her know of what's going on.
Yeah.
First,
yeah, we
I
should,
think to
we
close
should go
this.
We should go there first.
I'm in. Yeah, let's go there to the High Priestess.
Yeah, so we'll
meet with Emnam again. Whatever his name is. Pilgrim.
Jessic.
Jessic.
Yeah.
Jimmy. Nice.
Let's try one quick second. Yeah, cool. Just needed that. Okay, so you guys are gonna go to the High Priestess first?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And you make your way to the temple of tomorrow, which you now know quite well. The guards now recognize you as well. They escort you, but they generally let you into this place. You recognize the High Priestess, Sana Belri, as you do so up on her chair. She seems to be in some meditative state, very just focused, eyes closed and relaxing. You also recognize the middle-aged gnome right next to her as Genzik, who you've had positive and negative dealings with in recent times. Genzik sees you coming and seems to be more relaxed than he was this time. Shoulders down a little bit, maybe tentative, but comfortable with this group at this particular point. Welcome back to the temple. I suggest that you I understand that you have interesting information for us.
Jimmy, nice to see you, buddy. Yes, we do. We have some good news. Grizz, you want to give him the good news?
I kind of feel like we should like bust into this place like the Ghostbusters did when they came out of the yeah. We kicked its ass.
Kicked its ass.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go for it.
Stare up at you.
You're the serious
one
who like rocked this guy's shit earlier, so I feel like he'll listen to you.
The kids have been found and returned. They are all safe. We found a creature in the sewers. We know it was an aboleth, correct? Officially, we know.
Yeah, you guys do based on recognition, which you had, and then
you're right. You're right.
You're right. Then.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There was an aboleth named Usith in the sewers. We are not sure exactly what his intent was, other than political means, but he was using. He was blackmailing people to get the children down there, to pull some weight around. We were able to take care of the children, the brats and unwelcoming children that they were, but they are safe and sound nonetheless. Unfortunately, the aboleth was able to escape through some sort of hatching mechanism, but as of right now, Yatar is safe.
We also found these documents incriminating Lord Dryland as kind of the cog, if you will. They were trying to get him in. We believe that they're in cahoots with a dark gang, if you will, Kraken Society. I don't know if you've ever heard anything about them, but they were trying to use him for political gain so that he would be their puppet, if you will. And I will present the documents that we found.
He's going to scurry over, takes quick but short steps in your direction. You see, this is the most engagement he's had since you've met him the previous few times. Seems most concerned with this information as he comes over and pulls the scrolls from you in these paperwork, begins briefly reading through them. Most concerning. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. He's going to hand the papers back to you as he does so. This is outside of our purview. We try not to extend ourselves into political matters. However, it is most interesting that you provided this, and I greatly appreciate it. Might I recommend that you pass this information along to the local water baron as well as any local authorities immediately, as they will prosecute this most accordingly, and we will be most aware. Lord Dryland is a respected member of the society and this church, this particular temple, and so I imagine this will have great ramifications. Although it does only say Lord D, so I hesitate to jump to any judgment. However, on the pre-forth determined manner of the missing children, you have delivered exceptionally well. The High Priestess wishes to give me to give you a message. I am to tell you that you are officially relieved of any and all requests. You have no outstanding balance with this temple. We are considered even. And as your request was only to determine what happened to the boys, not to rescue them and or chase a threat away from our city, which the High Priestess and the Goddess Chamb3r is most appreciative of. This is a balance that we cannot have. We would like to extend our deepest thank you, as well as appreciation, with a mild gift from this temple. High Priestess has offered this to you, and he's gonna kind of wave over one of the call them guards, but they almost seem to be more admirers, more worshippers than anything else that are just kind of hanging around. Yeah, more acolytes. That's a great way to put it. And he's gonna pick up and carry over a wooden box. And as he does so, that this wooden box, he's gonna lift the lid on it. You see inside of it what appears to be some type of soft material, some type of like straw, hay maybe, something to keep these things separated. And you see a few different slots in here. And as he does so, you see the top of numerous portions of what almost appear to be potions of bottles. And as he does so, you see 6 different bottle tops within this. Allow myself, on behalf of the High Priestess, to present this to you. It is the best that we are able to offer within this realm. And he's going to hand over. And as you take a quick glance at it, kind of taking it, popping your way in, you see 4 healing potions, 2 greater healing potions. And he's going to say, as there are 7 of you, allow me to also present. And he's going to grab one other one, take it out of this little, appears to be some sort of cloth, and hand it over to you. And you recognize this based on your previous dealings as a superior healing potion.
So we have
4 healing, 2 greater, 1 superior.
Potions and 1x. I wrote that all down in the group pack.
Cool.
Jared, thank you so much for these gifts. We are very, very appreciative. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
And Jenzik just nods. You have exceeded my expectations as a group. I apologize for previous forthcoming of my frustration, and you are welcome and looked favorably upon by the Goddess Chamb3r moving forward. May you all be blessed.
Nice. Is there anything else we need to do here, folks?
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. We want to accept this invitation and head over to the water baron.
That she's next on our list.
Yeah. If you guys want to head out, I'll catch up with you guys. I need to see if I can talk to the High Priestess. I was talking to her and Jerry over here about helping them out on a monthly basis, and I kind of just want to go through that and see where my gold is most helpful for them.
You mean
Joffrey.
Insight check.
Oh no. Okay.
So, Warwick, go ahead and insight. Go ahead and give me if you can just whisper this. If you are lying, give me a deception check. If you are telling the truth, go ahead and give me a perception check. Or
I'm not lying, but I'm not telling the whole. Like I'm not lying. I'm just.
Give me a deception check against this.
Okay. Hold on. My deception at 20.
Okay.
He seems to be telling the truth to you, Caldrum. That is his intention from all you can read, and you think you can read Warwick pretty well at this point.
Okay.
Good shit.
All right. Warwick, I will ask you, do you want to do this amongst the group, and they can just pretend they did not see it, or okay?
Yeah,
I'll give you the option for a spare room if you needed it.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Okay, as the rest of you take off, he's going to hang around for a moment as you begin making your way over to Nestra in the Water Baron's Hall. Genzik is still there. The High Priest is still in this deep meditative state. The Acolytes hanging out nearby. So how may I help you, Warwick?
Genzik, I have a matter that I need to bring to the High Priestess. I feel like she's probably the one that's going to be able to help me the best. Is there any way that I would be able to talk to her right
now? To disturb the High Priestess in this moment of meditation is a grave act. However, based on what you have just performed as a group, I will, if she is available to do so, allow me to get her. Lost Eric. He's going to go over and kind of just whisper in her ear. You see her eyes will slowly open. Warwick of the Phandalin Phive, what can I do for you?
High Priestess. You're gonna start to see Warwick kind of stumbles over his words a little bit. A little nervous, which normally he doesn't get nervous. High Priestess, I have something I need to ask, and I'm not. I don't know how to ask. I don't know what's the right way to ask for this, but I'm in a little bit of a situation, and don't want to say it's life or death, but there are some pretty severe circumstances around what I'm about to ask you, and I'm hoping this can stay between us, and ultimately, I'm hoping you can help. I'm in dealings with somebody very, very evil, and what they're asking me to get is a holy symbol of a fallen priest. It is.
You see her momentarily recoil.
It's my intentions that I'm trying to trade her for some pretty powerful things and ultimately take her down. So I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Nisana, but she's been terrorizing the lands. We've already went up against her once and failed, and I feel like if we don't get back to her and take her out, she's going to come after us sooner or later, and she's going to terrorize the land. She's in dealings with a lot bigger evils than what we've dealt with so far. And if we don't start working our way up and kind of taking care of her and everything else, I feel like this isn't just going to affect where she's at. It's going to start affecting Yartar. It's going to start affecting all the towns surrounding, these lands. And ultimately, her job and her master's job is to rule over this world. So, is there? I need this holy symbol to try and lure her in, so we can set up a trap and take her out. Is this something you can help me get, or point me in the right direction of?
I am not familiar with this evil you speak. Though Chamb3r has many eyes, I am purely a conduit to her. This is most concerning, what you tell me. I would like to be of assistance. I do not know of any immediate relic of a fallen priest that I can offer you. This is rare to find those that have fallen. This is a bad symbol. A priest that has fallen from grace is the sign of some impending doom. It is a, as you mentioned, evil item. It retains those properties of the god that it once worshipped. With its back now turned, it is foreboding that you come here looking for that. I cannot offer you this item, as I do not have it. However, your quest seems good, and your quest seems noble. I can offer you this. I can offer you Chamb3r's blessing, the good luck associated with her, to find this item you seek in ways that you would not expect, that your path will lead you upon it unexpectedly, and serendipitously. You will find what you need when you need it. I can guarantee you that.
Unfortunately, this is a situation where sooner rather than later, it's probably for the best, not only for myself, the Phandalin Phive, and for humanity. I don't mean to rush you in any means, and I greatly am appreciative of this this offering, this luck, this insight from the goddess Chamb3r, and I happily accept it and appreciate everything you're doing. I mean no rush on you or Chamb3r, but the sooner the better that I can find this object and create this plan to take her down is probably for the best.
Allow me to ask, Warwick, what god is it you worship?
You know, that's always been an interesting sight for me. You know, I grew up in a pretty troubled childhood, hopped around. I have family. I do come from a royal lineage, but I had a pretty troubled childhood, and religion wasn't the highest on my priority, and I don't say that lightly, because a lot of the people that I travel with are very religious. So I think I'm kind of lost in that aspect.
I understand. I can only hope that you find the blessings of the right God for you. And in the meantime, may Chamb3r smile upon you and guide you and be there as a supportive figure as you struggle with these mighty decisions.
I thank you for
I sense much internal battle with you, much conflict.
I feel like this is a Star Wars reference.
Wasn't intended, but I see an interesting future in you, Warwick. A crossroads. I wish you the best when you reach that crossroads. And she does, so she's going to lean back and kind of drop back into a trance.
Awesome. I'm just going to kind of soak all that in, and as I see Jenzig, I'll be like, I appreciate it, Joffrey. Thanks for the help. And I'll do a little bowie, and
he's gonna give a little frustration.
As I'm going to walk away or walk out, I'll turn back and I'll walk back over to him, and I'll hand him. I think I have. I can't remember the exact amount of gold that I have coming in, but I think it's 30 gold we talked about. So I'll hand him a little pouch of 30 gold and say, oh, I almost forgot. I told you guys I was going to help you out as well. So here's the first little bit of gold that's coming in. and I'll hand him that pouch and walk out.
Okay.
And then the goal is that I'll catch up with the group.
All right. So as you catch up with the group, then I'll pull this up.
Yeah,
you guys make your way over.
We'll walk slow so you can catch up.
My man.
I'm also going to hand out. I'm going to give Chamb3r, and everyone can disagree. Griswold's going to say it doesn't make sense for me to carry all of these potions of healing. Chamb3r, since you're the one that could bring anyone back here, I'll hand him the superior potion of healing, because that just probably makes a lot of sense. Amrook, so that takes out the one superior that we have. I have 3 potions of greater. I'll keep one in here for me, and I'll hand, since Amrook usually gets his ass kicked, I'll give two of the greater potions to him. And then we have 6 potions of regular healing as well.
Okay.
And I'll hand one out to Warwick, Reed, Althea, and Siddle. And that's just a regular potion of healing. So that's 4 handed out in total. Regular potion. So yeah. We have a couple more potions. Just for clarification, we have 1 more potion of greater healing in here and 2 potions of regular. Just in the group pack, but we'll spread those out a little bit just in case.
Evan, you have those Kigotim's ointments?
I think I have those.
You have those?
Yeah, I have those.
Okay. How many are there?
There are. It contains 1d4 plus 1 doses, so I haven't rolled or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
okay, so
you got it. Okay, cool.
Have that. Okay, perfect. Okay.
I just looked in my pack. Apparently, I have a potion of superior healing. So.
You do? Oh.
Totally forgot about it. My bad.
Amrook, I just gave you 2 potions of greater healing.
Appreciate it.
So, yep. Okay, yeah. So that's all I wanted to do, real quick.
Okay. Try to take care of that. Good. So you guys begin making your way over. You go to the center of Yartar based on what you were aware of, and as you approach, you find the Water Baron's Hall, which sits near the center. It's this large, squat building with a vaulted roof, some marble pillars on the outside. Not quite what you would expect for such a high honor. Seems to be a little bit more of a working class type establishment. Seems to be not as gaudy as you would expect. As you approach it, it is gated off and guarded by the shield of Yartar. So several guards kind of marching past, and you are protected. As you do so, you can hand out the scroll that you were provided earlier, given the invitation. They read it over and they welcome you. And in doing so, you get a minor bow in which a couple guards with these large poles, these spears, will escort you into the building. As you enter, they take you past several different rooms, some meeting rooms that are mostly just very, very clean, nice, nothing spectacular. You then pass a vast feast hall that is a little bit more impressive. You see this marble floor, these rich tapestries, ornate statues filling each to the high ceiling chamber. And then you're brought to the grand chamber, which once again, marble hall with a few columns there. You find that it is not quite as large as you would expect. The 7 of you plus a few guards inside, as well as those that were already there, fill the majority of it. There's a large, just seems to be a well-carved desk there. Behind it, you see this fairly older female human noble. Seems to be late 50s, early 60s. Very long, wavy red hair, blue eyes, the silky, sunburnt brown skin. You're used to kind of the nobles having this soft skin unworked. She actually seems to have, in some way or another, put a lot of time out in the sun, and been a little bit more active. Moderate build, a little bit athletic, about 5'6", and she has this edgy, incredibly ordinary face. You kind of expected more from it. As she's finishing up the paperwork that she's on, the scrolling, she sees you come in. The guards kind of wave you onward, and she stands up. The Phandalin Phive. I would recognize you anywhere. And she's going to kind of take eye contact with each of you. You feel noticed. You feel important. She is dropping everything she's doing. She is very invested in this Phandalin Phive. Your presence in the room seems to have a great importance to her. She's going to step out from behind the desk, come up to each of you, and begin shaking your hand as she's, you must be Reed and Griswold, Warwick. And she seems to know you each by name. Your deeds are most impressive. I appreciate you coming here in your busy schedules. At my request, this is sooner than I expected to see you. But it is a great, great honor. I'm just going to ask you to sit. There are a couple benches in the room and a few chairs as well. They're all very ornate and comfortable. And instead of going back behind the desk, she's going to take a seat next to you on this side, kind of welcoming you in.
Ironically, we needed to seek you out also.
I did not realize that. I'm a bit taken aback that you would need to see me in any way. If you don't mind, please, Your Honor.
The letters and hand these over to her. And I believe there's some corruption in your. There was attempted corruption in your election with Sir Dryland. And hand over the letters.
She's going to take them momentarily, looking at you, looking down, cautiously flipping through the pages, reading each momentarily, eyes scanning over it. This was a fear of mine. It does say Lord D. This is not as incriminating as I would have liked. However, it is most concerning. This ties into why I asked you to come here today. The families of the nobles reached out to me that they have returned, that you saved their children. I'm just going to look around, whether they've deserved it or not, between you and I. But
they were petulant little brats, but...
And you're going to see a smirk come to her face. I can't be the one to say it, but I'm just going to give you a little nod. I have heard of their return. I have heard of the blackmail that leads them against me. I was aware that there was some force, some thing that was pushing for Lord Dryland to defeat me in the upcoming election. Also, some new third-party candidate, which I haven't heard of before.
I'll just post up. Name's Warwick. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Warwick. That explains much. But anyways, the city of Yartar is not without its corruption, is not without its crime. I have done what I could to create a fair city, one that can be prosperous for all. To see this is most concerning. But I wanted to personally bring each of you in for returning the children of important families to the city. What you've done, the threat that you've taken from this city.
Can I have
it
an
means a
insight
great deal
check?
to me. Please do.
I just want to get a feeling, does she have disdain towards this? Is it like true disdain, or is it like, do I think maybe she's also part of this corruption? Yeah, I don't know. Never mind.
Oh, wow.
You are enthralled by her. You feel like the most important person she's ever met. She is truly just honored for your presence.
All right.
Oh,
humbled. Thank you.
You Those are your 8 and 14, your port and rolls?
Yeah, I forgot to roll those.
Okay. I summoned you here only to offer my deepest and sincerest thank you. You are held in high esteem by myself and my team, and you are hold an honorary position within this city. I want you to know that you are always welcome, and that you are honorary nobility within this city. If there is anything that you ever need, please do not hesitate to come to me. I am sincerely appreciative of what you've done, and I would like to show you as such. I've asked around, and I'm told you made your way here through... I don't quite know how to refer to it, but through the network of the Harpers? Is that true?
Potentially.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Understood, and don't let me put you out. If that is so, I assume you might be leaving by the same method. However, I would like to offer you a gift, should it not be reclaimed here, but perhaps wherever you are going. I would like to offer you... How best shall I put this? I would like to offer you transportation. I would like to offer you a way to navigate more cleanly within the eliteness in which you desire. You are beyond horses, and
Oh my
while
God.
you clearly have access to magical means,
we have our own dragon. Fuck yeah, I'm just...
I have a network that I work with, and you may claim them here, or I may have them wherever you are going next. I would like to offer you 7 griffins for transport.
Nice.
No fucking way.
You can kill those ones too.
Mhm.
Does this
Yeah,
mean we
no.
get to do an air battle with a dragon?
Yeah. I think so.
If you would like to.
You mean we get to take 700 feet of fall damage? Is what
I
you're
was going to
saying.
say, yeah. Let me. I don't have Featherfall. I think that hopefully Siddle has that.
Let's see.
If only Misty Step were a reaction, is I would just Misty Step and do like a heroic fall. That'd be dope.
No, he does not.
Yeah, we're going to die.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hey, aside real quick, out of character, did we level up? Because I have this little
You have not yet.
I have this little level up thing.
Yeah,
The character mancer.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's giving you that.
I just think we leveled up. That's what I'm... Anyways, back in character. Sorry, I'm good.
No, it's on all the games because I was on my game last night too. I don't know what it is.
Typically, it means that you've got enough XP to take you to the next level. I thought that's when it usually appears.
Yeah, but
That's
it's by the name now.
It's by the name, yeah.
It's by your name where...
Up by the class and level.
On your character sheet.
On the character sheet.
Oh, they've moved it.
Yeah.
Probably just an update.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail. I saw that and I just got super...
Not yet, but not far.
Okay, cool.
I have nothing else to offer you. I just wanted to pass along that. And depending on where you go, I may be able to set this up for you. Do you perchance know when you'll be leaving the city and how?
We have a few threads we're trying to work out to figure out where we're going to go next. But whenever we decide that, who should we talk to get these griffins? And we are very appreciative of this offer. Thank you.
You obviously have access to myself. However, if there are, as you decide, please message me or one of my men within the Water Baron Hall. There are any number of options that you can encounter if I'm not here. my message will be passed through. And if you are traveling to another city, I may have to make some arrangements. So please let me know where you may end up if you do not take them out of this particular city.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. While we're here, just a general question. I think we're all on the same page about how some of these noble houses can be and how some of their children are. I think Griswold put it very well. It's come to my attention that there's an open estate pretty close to where these nobles are. Do you know who I would speak to, perhaps, to maybe bid for this estate, or how that goes down?
There are certainly options for real estate nearby. I can connect you with the right people if you are seriously interested in moving here. It would be an honor to this city and to the neighborhood to have you.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think it would. Based off of everything that's been happening in Yawtar, I think it would be very well suited, not only to help us out, but to help out Yartar to, I guess, give everybody a little bit of a peace of mind to know that the Phandalin Phive are somewhat residing in Yartar.
I will make some connections and they will reach out to you momentarily.
Thank you. Oh, and don't worry about me running for Water Baron. That was kind of joking around about it. I was thinking about it, but you're much more suited for the job. You're doing great.
Thank you. I do my best. There is much to do here yet. I shall continue to try.
Well, if you ever need help with any of your Water Baron duties, don't. If I'm in town, you just let me know. I could be your assistant or assistant to the regional Water Baron. Something like that.
Lady Nestra, thank you. Thank you for your support, your in these gifts. They are greatly appreciated. I'm sure that we will discuss among the group where we will be going next, and if we do not use our other means, we will be sure to let you know. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
And if you find that for some reason this evil comes back, let us know. We'll take care of that thing for good.
I will be keeping a close eye on this moving forward, as it is of great concern. Evil is one thing. Being involved in steering the methods of politics in the direction of a city is another. It worries me greatly.
Hold on, can you repeat that?
Oh, just that, to summarize, that she is worried about the idea of being involved in politics. Evil is one thing, but to do so with and involve themselves in politics in the direction of a city is another.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, cut out for a hot second on my end.
Sorry about that.
Well, I think unless there's anything else anybody wants to cover, I think we might be best if we go visit maybe one of the families, the Dawnflowers. Is that where we were? The Dawnflower estate. Maybe we go visit them and just make sure everything is hunky dory.
Okay, you're gonna head to a family next.
You guys, I'm just throwing out ideas.
Do we have to?
We don't have to. I mean, I
kind of had enough. I kind of had enough of them, I think.
Yes.
Good point.
There's nothing that we're going to gain from them other than insolent pestilence of a
frustration,
irritating child, but we have other things we can attend to.
Gamble again? No. Yeah, I understand that too.
Caldrum, you have people that are watching the house.
Yeah.
Are they going to tell you are they going to stay there for long? Or will they tell you if he returns?
I believe so. I think we'll stop by and we could, depending if we have to go where we go anyway. we might see Kolbaz anyway. So if we do, tell him to make sure that, unless we want to try to track him down. Do we want to try to track Dryland down?
Well, it might not be a bad idea to at
He
least.
might have some more information on the Kraken Society.
Yeah.
He might.
I mean, do we know if he's in the house though? I mean, no one's seen him, but no one has been in the house though, correct?
No.
Maybe we stop by the house just in case. If we have to knock down the door to see if he's in there, then so be it. But we can at least sure that he's not there.
Should we clear that with the lady here? That
I was just gonna
so
say.
there aren't no B&E here. We don't want a B&E, right?
She, as Water Baron, she might actually have a key to be able to let them.
You see Griswold's eyes have maintained this flare of blue, and I say, her allowance or not, I will get into that house if needed.
Griswold, can you see clearly now that the rain is gone?
It's going to be a bright.
He can now see all obstacles in your way.
I want to cast Hold Person on Warwick so bad.
Like rough, please do.
Lady Nestra.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask the same thing you are. Go ahead.
Lady Nestra, no one has been in Lord Dryland's house, and while there are eyes on this, we're hoping to have your permission to ensure he is not in this vicinity. Questioning him to either prove his innocence or prove him being guilty would be greatly needed, and I'm sure that he has information, one way or the other. We are hoping to have your approval, but we can get in there if needed.
You can understand my hesitancy to offer approval to enter with force a political rival's house that would potentially appear conflicted on my behalf.
Well, how about if maybe we don't get your permission, but how about if the local authorities pretended they didn't see something, maybe?
I don't know what you mean. However, I believe I did hear of a disturbance on the other side of the city that I may need to direct a certain number of men to. I would say this is completely unrelated and hope it does not come back to bite me. However, I must order them to do so fairly urgently, perhaps within the next hour.
Sounds good. We never had this discussion.
Yes. Thank you.
Understood. Best of luck to you. And again, just need to come by and shake each of your hands. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna, instead of shaking her hand, I'm gonna hold out my hand and say, "Oh, there's this new thing I'm trying to get everyone to do," and I'm gonna hold out my hand like this and say, "Call it a hand hug. It's a little more."
Really? Really?
Put your hand in mine, and we do this. We hand hug.
She's gonna come up and high five you initially, and this is something we used to do back in my clan. And just,
give me your hand real quick. Hold her hand up against mine and say, "Okay, now take your thumb and put it up against the back of my hand. Let's go. A hand hug."
You're gonna feel her just slowly and tenderly rubbing the back of your hand, and then the thumb's gonna dip a little lower than it should, a little low on the hand, a little inappropriately.
I'll lean in. Where are we staying? I forget where we're staying. What place are we staying at?
We kind of just went over it. So you would have gone to the coin toss.
Assuming we're still going to stay there, I'm just going to lean in and say, "We're staying at the coin toss, 208. Wink."
Room 69.
Awesome. I love it.
This is a Wendy's?
Little oh, little is Griswold, man. That's Griswold's room. Folks, no, it's mine. I'm just kidding. Anyways, and on that note, I'll head out the door.
Okay. What else do you guys want to do while you're in Yartar? It's still very early in the day. You kind of bounce around here for a few different hours, bouncing through. So early afternoon, maybe about 3 o'clock, based on the long rest.
Do we want to
head
get
over to Rylands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can knock that off the list. Does anybody else have anything here in Yartar they want to do?
Let's go find the back door.
I like it. Yeah, so I think we'll head over to Dryland's place.
Okay. As you head over, you're familiar with the manor area of town for some of the higher level estates. The estate of Lord Dryland is no different. As you approach it, you see this walled off, ivy covered wall and fencing wrapping around it. A gate up front. There's a decently sized yard in the front with a path along it leading to the front door. You see 2 guards up front. As well as a few that appear within the grounds themselves. They almost appear to be not city guards. However, they seem to be some form of private security, perhaps private hire.
Interesting. So, it looks like all the city guards are gone, but how do we want to get past these guys? I mean, I can personally get in. But
I think we need to. I think we need to ensure that, if we're at the front, I think we need to ensure that all areas of the house, the back is covered, just so he can't escape out that way.
Well, let's just go knock on the door first, or at least see if we can talk to the guards and say, "Hey, is the lord of the manor in?"
And as you're doing that, you in particular, Keldrum, see slightly hidden around incognito in a lot of ways. Members of the Harpers, you start to recognize Kolbaz first, who seems to be just sitting on a bench nearby as a patron, smoking a pipe, paying little attention to this vicinity. However, you recognize these sharp eyes, and as you continue to look around, you notice a few others that seem to be guarding the house as well from afar, without being directly involved in it.
Yeah, so we'll I think we'll mosey our way on over to the 2 guards standing at the front of the gates.
As you do so, they pay you little heed initially, and as you approach, what is your business here?
Hi, we are the Phandalin Phive, and we were concerned. Is Lord Dryland in by chance?
Lord Dryland is currently away from the estate.
Do you know
unreachable?
Do you know when he's going to return or where he's went?
Do you have a previously engaged appointment with Lord Dryland?
We don't, but we've heard some very concerning things about no one's seen him in 7, 10, how many ever days, and we're just concerned for his safety. So
we just rescued a couple of noble children, and we're hoping that Lord Dryland is okay too.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Go ahead, Warwick.
Yes. All right. Persuasion with advantage. 19. 20 actually, because I get a +1. 20.
Okay. 1 second. And he prepares to respond, and you hear him falter a moment. You hear a crack in his voice. Lord said he would be returning in just over a 10-day. He is due back in the next few days, though we have not heard from him. He's gonna kind of look at his buddy across the way. I Is this threat significant?
Insight check. 23.
He seems a little concerned. You recognize that he seems to be telling the truth about that he is due to return in just over a 10-day. Though he seems to be waffling. You've almost made him a little nervous, a little concerned. The confidence faltering, which you recognize among this guard.
From
I'm gonna just kind of look at Warwick and, sir, have you ever heard of the Kraken Society?
He's gonna look at his buddy. I have not.
With my insight check, does that carry over?
He seems to not recognize it as he says that. He doesn't seem to be the sharpest tool in the shed. He is paid muscle for the front guard or front gate, and that is about it.
Okay. So you don't know anything about them. They're dangerous. They're very dangerous. And your boss could be on their list. I don't know.
And other nobles have gone missing.
Yeah. I mean, that would suck if your, means of payment kind of, up and vanished on you.
Yeah.
The creature we just faced, and Griswold looks around, is able to control people's minds, do crazy things, terrifying things, manipulate people, get them to do things against their will.
As he's explaining this, I'm going to minor illusion and aboleth in my hand.
What the hell was that? Oh.
Something of your nightmares. We need this information.
Creature from the abyss.
I don't know. This is most concerning.
How do we know that the house is not already trapped? No. And I'll look around the I'll look around the group. Do you know? Is anything in the house? Is anyone?
You want to enter the house? He's gonna look over. Hug. You're not aware of anyone, right? No, he's Lord Dryland is well protected. He is under Tolkien's care. I do not know where he is. We are just meant to guard the house.
Does anybody have contact with him? Any of your rank that has means of communication?
I don't know. Do you know? And they're kind of looking at each other now. The guards are getting a little panicky as you guys are persuading them here. You're getting a little nervous. They're getting concerned. I don't know. No one's due to get past the gate. I don't know who would reach out to him. The best case would be perhaps at his other office. It is possible that. Who's the lady? Who's the one? You mean Pao Ming? Pao Ming? He might be the best case to access her. I don't know who else would reach her.
Was that the
Yeah, I think so.
On the boat?
That was the
okay.
Stern-faced woman that Griswold spoke with on the boat. Would Nelvin know? Nelvin might know. He would also be on the boat. I don't know.
Listen, would you? Surely you've heard of the Phandalin Phive and the high reputation and respect that we hold not only here in Yartar but around the world. Give us just a little bit of time to go in and make sure nothing's going wrong in the house, just to find out if there's anything missing, anything that shouldn't be there. We won't take anything We won't go places we're not supposed to go. We just want to make sure that Lord Dryland's okay. Can you give us just a little bit of time?
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, all right. Disadvantage persuasion.
And as you say this, he gets a little tense.
One, baby.
He gets concerned that you're now asking for access after talking to him about these dangers, these traps. You now have him fearing for Lord Dryland's life. He is now in this protectionist mode, this fear mode, and now suddenly you're asking to go in, and suddenly I cannot let you go in there. Lord Dryland has strict orders, and if he is in danger, he's in danger from afar. No one has entered that house, nor shall anyone.
Can I discreetly cast Wand of Scowls on the other guy? Not him, but the other one.
His compatriot there?
Yeah.
You can.
I don't think I have the spell. I assume you know the DC though?
As a matter of fact, I do. Darn, I just fat fingered the button.
If it goes through, I'll wait.
Does that? Oh yeah, it does not. Okay. What's the save on that again? Constitution?
Let me open up my journal and see. That's not it. I would also like to make sure that nobody in the group notices either. It's going to be charisma. Or wait.
Dick move. Amazing.
What do you mean dick move? Hold on. There's a plan. 12 charisma.
It says DC 12 save?
DC 10 charisma plus my charisma. Yeah.
Okay, so DC 12 is save. 15 to save.
Oh.
Okay.
And give me a sleight of hand.
I like it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find sleight of hand.
That's okay.
As this guy kind of shrugs us off. Go ahead. Never mind. I'll wait until you're done. Go ahead.
That's okay. I was just gonna say, neither of these guards seem to notice what you did. However, a few of your party members sees the light shift of your wand.
Nice job, Harry Potter.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna cast it again.
All right.
Higher DC at this point, right?
Yeah, same DC.
Or a higher chance of it failing.
Higher chance of them seeing me. Well, I guess equal chance, but another chance.
Right.
Because I'm assuming my passive perception, I don't see this. Griswold's eyes are gonna light up a dark shade of blue.
Yeah, everybody but
Griswold.
Grizz saw it.
Yeah, my passive perception is shit. Yeah, something Griswold doesn't typically do. Griswold's eyes are gonna light up blue. He's gonna cast command at 2nd level.
Does the Wand of Scowls go through before he does this though?
All right. Oh yeah. That's a fair point. Does it go through?
It does. He starts scowling.
All right. I'll hold off.
My
eyes flicker and then I stop for a second.
I'm gonna say, wait a second, and I'll interrupt this guy as he's given Warwick this speech. Your companion there, I think that's how the mind control starts, doesn't it? And I'll give Caldrum a wink as he's scowling.
And the first gentleman, the guard you've been talking to, you're doing it to the other one, right?
Yes, because I want him to be able to see the other guy.
Yep. So as he does that, he looks over and sees his buddy scowling. He also saw you move your hand a little bit and saw what you were doing. Well, what were you doing there? What was that? What are you doing?
I'll grasp my axe even tighter and I'll say, I am a fighter. If I moved my hands, you'd know it.
What's going on with him? What's he doing? Why is he doing that? Why are you doing that? Stop it!
Are you feeling okay, my friend?
And the other goes, I feel fine.
I've
seen this.
This is how it starts. We saw it down in the sewers with this creature that he just showed you. This is how the mind control starts. Maybe you're the one that's sent to kill him.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense. I'm gonna say, hold on, let me check. And my eyes are gonna flash a blue, and I cast Divine Sense, knowing that I'm not gonna get anything. But just curious, do I see any? Do I? It's Celestials, Fiends, Undead.
You do not near you.
Yeah, I figured. And say,
he's getting paranoid. What are you doing? What are you? And he's starting to hold the spear to each of you, towards Ambok, towards Grizz, towards his other compatriot here.
I'm a paladin. I'm checking to see if there's any evil here.
Well, is there?
I'm and I look over at the guy that's scowling. It's not strong yet, but something is wrong. Something is wrong with you.
The guys, what do you mean something's wrong with me?
Just to add in.
He's getting the spear leveled now. The first one, he is pointing at this guy.
Do we know about how long the scowl lasts?
You guys have seen it a few times now, so you know it probably only lasts about a minute, if I recall.
Oh, yeah, we've seen it before, huh? I wonder.
I mean, you've seen each other scowl, but...
Interesting.
All right.
You guys have seen people scowl before. You assume it's a similar effect. Yeah, you've seen typically this type of effect last for about a minute.
I can try to heal this.
If you don't, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. He's got the spear ready to go.
That's amazing.
Will you allow me to try to pull the evil out of you?
Oh my god.
What evil? I don't know what you're talking about.
He's
gonna let you approach though. He's gonna momentarily. You guys have the attention of a few guards at the house now though, with all the disruption at the front gate. You see 3 different guards kind of gathering around from inside the grounds now.
I'm gonna put my hand on you. You might feel a little tingle. It's not gonna hurt. I promise I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna do anything to you.
As Caldrum's walking up, just curious, how close is, like, for the rest, just for visual, how close is the party in comparison to Caldrum walking up to the guards? Like, what kind of deal? We talking just 5 feet or so, or?
I kind of assumed you guys were all about 10 feet back having this conversation. You know, just slightly outside of normal conversational range.
So if I whispered something, would it be easily? Yeah, I'll go ahead, Caldrum. I'll whisper something to Warwick.
You can still whisper. Okay. There's a lot. You're outside. There's a lot going on. So I would say you, with a good check, you'd be okay.
All right. Go ahead.
So I give you a stealth check for the whisper. Let me put it that way.
All
right. Is it okay if I put my hand on you? Just gonna put it on your shoulder. That's all.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
And meanwhile, his buddy is gonna come over and he's kind of putting the spear right up against him. Gamblegon, what are you doing? Knock it off. Now, Fog, it's for your own good. For your own good. He's got the spear right up against him now.
I got my hand on his shoulder, and as I start, and I'm going to start to pretend I'm going through some incantation here. And as I start to see the scowl wear off.
Make sure he doesn't turn me into a slug. Don't let him turn me into a slug.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and make it look like I'm pulling off this
oh my god, this is awesome.
Greenish, sickly slime and make it look like it's coming out of his shoulder. And I'm just going to, like, kind of keep it in my hand, and I'm going to throw it into the ground really hard. Ugh.
And you do a minor illusion with that, right?
Or minor illusion, yeah. You're cleansed. You're okay now. Your friend's okay. Your friend is okay. But
you have been cleansed, my friend. You are. The devil has been removed from your body. Chamb3r the Faith Healer.
That's actually, I have thought about playing a bard cleric.
Oh my god.
That was a evangelicus.
That's amazing. He's gonna look at it. And he's just gonna try and smash the ground with a spear right where this was. What the hell is that inside of me?
That could be any one of these, any one of your compatriots.
Give me a deception check with advantage on this whole thing.
Oh shit. Deception?
Deception, yep.
With advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Oh shit. Come on. Oh my god, my sheet's really laggy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Did not come over yet. It's 16. 16.
Yep, I got it. Sorry, I was rolling separately here for the those two guys. How the hell did that get in me? What did I do? How do I know if it's there before? I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel it. I did have some indigestion this morning. It was a little rough. Is that what it was? Is that how it shows up? I thought it was just I ate something.
We're not really 100% sure. That's why we need to kind of make sure that everything's okay in the house.
All right. Yeah, Begorn, do it. Let them in. Check everything. I trust them. I do too. They're going to open the gate. You guys, out of the way. Let them through. Check on everything. They're inspecting the house. Everyone's like, all right. So you see the other guards kind of step out of the way and let you guys through, seemingly accepting. You guys make your way down the path to this manor, entering, and you find this fairly impressive estate as you come inside of it. From the outside, it's magnificent, and it's even more impressive as you come in. It's got these large triangular windows, allowing enough light into the home that it just kind of lights everything up, very bright inside. Kind of added in this asymmetric way. You see it's equipped with kind of initially old-fashioned kitchen, however, extremely spacious. That in the living room, multiple bedrooms, modest dining rooms. Very, very well kept. Very large, open, expansive floor. There's 2 floors of this whole thing, so as you kind of make your way in, you see all the usuals that you would expect. Seem to be relatively unused, almost in a more pristine state. As you kind of make your way in, you see very little personal items, very little items of everyday living. Almost more of a mock-up than anything else. Whenever you first enter, more of a museum.
Do we have? Are there any butlers or anybody else in there that we see?
Once you get inside, the guards on the outside were the only ones there. The house seems empty. They've let you in. They're guarding the door. They initially kind of wanted to follow you in, and the guards at the front gate, and Begorn, kind of waved them off, like, keep your distance. So you guys have the house to yourself at the moment.
Chamb3r, can someone cast detect magic just to see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As we're walking in, I will. I'll just cast it. I was going to ritually cast, but I'll just cast it.
I would also like to check the floorboards for any hidden trap doors.
Yeah, I'm going to tell Reed and Althea, keep your eyes up. There might be some.
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check on your part, Amrook. And you were casting detect magic. Okay.
Shit.
Reed, you're just kind of looking around. Anything in particular you're looking for here?
I don't see shit. All right.
Thanks for helping, Grizz.
Told me to keep an eye out, so.
Grizz is intent upon the fact that there is a hidden door in the wall, and so his face is about this far from the wall at all points as he's feeling along it. He sees nothing with the rest of the house other than the walls.
I'm looking for I'm looking for some type of office, a study, something like that, where Rylan would probably keep most of his shit.
I'm gonna go with Warwick as well, and I'm gonna have a little side conversation with Warwick once we get through some other stuff.
Okay. Give me one quick second here on a couple things.
Gee, whenever you're done, I have something.
All right, what do you got, real quick?
I did detect magic. I was gonna go. Is this 2 floors?
Yeah, 2 floors.
I was gonna go upstairs while he's detecting magic downstairs. I was gonna go upstairs and investigate with detect magic.
All right. Good. So, with that said, let's take a look around here. Let me work through this. First thing,
you can do me last.
Yep. Chamb3r, you detected magic around it. You recognize a couple different things. You find within this, call it a quasi-armory, seems to be an area of perhaps training, some weaponry being stored there. You find an arrow that seems to be lighting up to you. You also find a few potions, 2 that you recognize as potions of healing. The other 2 you do not immediately recognize. You also see... All right. As you're continuing to follow around this, you also find a bookshelf. It has some various notes on it and other things. You find a few scrolls tucked on here as well.
A couple scrolls. On the bookshelf, like in the bookshelf, or is it
like on the bookshelf, kind of in a drawer up against it? As you pull it out, there's a few scrolls in there. You quickly take a look, and they are spell scrolls.
I'll take a look at them.
You recognize 2 different spells on them: guidance and comprehend language.
Oh God, I want guidance.
And
Guidance is a cantrip.
I know. I like that one.
Yeah, you can't scribe it.
Oh, really?
Can't scribe cantrips.
Oh.
And yeah, there's one more here that I gotta save. You find it as Unseen Servant. And okay.
I'm going to just put them back.
Okay. Are you taking any of those magic items?
Nope. I'm gonna leave them there. I'm not taking anything.
Okay. Then cutting over to Amrook, looking around for any trap doors. As you kind of search the place,
I get a +6 on any stonework, so whatever you're gonna do with that.
Okay. Most of the house is wood as you're looking through it, ornate wood at the moment, but you still had a pretty strong investigation. Searching through, looking for trapdoors, for efforts, it seems to be a fairly standard manner. Right off the bat, you find nothing until you reach a point that you notice just a little out of the ordinary. Something doesn't quite match up in the grain work. It is slightly off as you open up what this appears to be this entryway into a cellar that was well hidden. You pull open this creaky door. It stands up on its hinges, and as you look down, there's a set of steps that leads down into some dark basement. And while you're deciding what to do with that, let me jump to, let's see, Grizz, you find nothing on the wall. That is, keep looking. It's pretty impressive. You may track it down. And Reed, what were you doing with your perception again? You were just kind of helping out, looking around, seeing what you could find?
Yeah, I was assisting, essentially.
Got it. And you're assisting there. And Althea, you head upstairs. You find typical bedrooms. You find an office up there. A few other items. You find. In his upstairs office, you find a few more scrolls that you recognize as spell scrolls. You also find a piece of a die, like a dice, that's lighting up, as well as. Come on. Yeah, as well as a. One second. As well as this elegant outfit of a traveler that you recognize, and for some reason this thing is lighting up as well.
Okay. Should I also do perception, or was the investigation good?
What were you investigating for? Your detect magic was the check, kind of just for anything magical here.
I was trying to just also look around, make sure I didn't run into any traps or anything.
Got it. Did you roll for that already? Was that your 8?
Yeah, that was my investigation. Unless you'd rather me do perception.
No. Investigation would be a good one for traps and efforts. So you don't seem to find anything of danger. It seems to be a standard everyday manner. No traps of concern. No hidden doors up top. No hidden entryways or anything else. Just an everyday livable manner.
Sorry.
And while you're deciding what to do with that, let's cut back down to the lower area. Amrook, you found this dungeon, or this cellar door, I should say.
Yeah, do I know, is it pretty common for places like this to have some sort of a root cellar for goods of storage?
You don't know Yartar in particular, and give me a. Don't even do this. Within Yartar, it's a fairly water-based city, and so there's not a tremendous number of them. But you are aware that some noble homes, from your understanding, do have underground storage. Typically, it's not a hidden door, as what you found that's kind of blended in, but there is fairly commonality for underground storage for goods.
Is there anybody in the room with me?
So Althea went upstairs. No one else really said where they were going. So is anyone else around with him?
I'm looking for some kind of office. So, I mean, I could potentially be in there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wandering around. So
I would just stay downstairs too, looking literally at the walls. So
I'm literally still looking at the wall. He is not there with you. We'll say Warwick, you tend to wander off looking for an office. So I'll say you're not there. Caldrum, you're the most likely to be in the room.
Okay.
I'll just
when he finds this,
whisper to Caldrum then. Hey, Caldrum, I think I found a trap door. And I'm gonna say.
You mean the door's trapped?
No, like it's a hidden door.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna say maybe you should grab the others, then I'll check it out at first.
I will cast a message to Althea upstairs, and we'll go. Althea, Amroth thinks he found a door that it's not trapped. It's a trap door. No, I mean, it's a door that goes downstairs.
I'll be down.
Okay. And then I'll find the others. I'll do the same with the others.
Garrett, would my divine sense when I did that outside, would that have covered into the house as well? Because it is.
So it's about 60 feet to the door from the gate.
Oh, about 60. So would not have covered. Okay. Whenever we get down there, I'll use my last divine sense as well. Whenever we go down to that trap door.
Okay. And so you basically get there, and you do get to the trap door. So if you want to cast divine sense now, you can.
The trap door that's not so trapped.
Right.
There we go. Yeah, so we'll just, any evil, undead, celestial, that kind of crap. Just curious.
You receive nothing back. It comes back pure. You smell nothing.
I'm not getting any presence of undead or anything crazy.
Wow.
Not yet, anyways.
That's a limited amount of crazy.
I'm gonna pull out my.
You want to go down and check this out?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out the halberd and light that bitch up. I'm ready to roll.
Would
As you
someone
guys
like
make
to
your
go
way-
through first to check for any traps?
Me?
Whoever, I was just offering.
I can go through.
Okay. I'll step aside and let Althea to go through first for to look for traps.
I'll follow her because I can protect if needed.
All right, Althea, go ahead and give me investigation check as you're making your way down for traps.
Oh, here it is. My perception is better. Wait. Sorry, guys. We're gonna die.
Yeah, 14's not
You're
bad.
going to die.
As you make your way down these stairs, you enter into the first room. Appears to be a simple basement with various goods and wares. You see groceries, you see different food storage, barrels, ale, a number of different canned goods. Nothing particularly of interest. However, as you're searching, expecting a little bit more, you find one of these shelves opens up. It's slightly cracked at this point, like it wasn't fully closed. You manage to remove it from its hinges, slide open the shelf, and looking behind, you see there are two rooms hidden behind it. The first you recognize as not unlike the room you saw on the Grand Dame. You see this gaudy decorated room with fairly ornate items, none of which blends together quite well. You see these bright colors, these purples, these oranges, these teals on the tapestries on the walls and the paintings. You see goblets that are covered in gemstones. You find silver decanters down here, all surrounding it. It looks like a almost office of some type, separate from the one that you found above. Seems to be a little bit more guided, a little bit more personal as you look around it. This ornate wooden desk carved as well that was down here. Very dark lit, only a few candles in the room. And then right next to it, you find a little bit more well lit room with a massive aquarium in the center. At this particular point, it seems to be unused and dirty. There's some algae growth on the sides. Looking into this aquarium, you see nothing at the moment, no activity, no movement. It is filled with water, though empty of any life. And through this room, you see various instruments to take care of this aquarium. Different food that seems to be there, nets of one type or another, some cleaning equipment, and whatnot.
Does this seem to be fresh water or like salt water?
It appears to be, as you give it a little smell, salt water.
Okay.
And it's fairly large, almost, I want to say like human size. Not that a human is in there, but if you think about it, this large, like 6 foot long, 3 foot wide, 4 foot tall kind of aquarium on this massive pedestal. It is taking up the majority of the room. This is a very large space.
Like an aboleth? like an
Not
aboleth
with an
could fit in
aboleth.
there?
That would be about 10 by 10. This would be just more larger sea creature or numerous sea creatures of some type.
Baby kraken.
Heavy aquarium. Like a baby kraken. Yeah, that'd be it.
That'd be a really, really tiny baby kraken. Oh, this office reminds me of the one I saw on the ship. Like, decked out the same and everything else.
You guys still have detect magic up? Like, is that still?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
And there
so yeah.
doesn't seem to be anything down this way in this particular room. This almost like a little seclusion area. No windows, nothing else. It is fairly isolated and protected. The other couple things that you see as you're looking around, I will say that you see numerous pieces of paper with images stamped on top. They are blank at this time, almost headers of the symbol that you've noticed for the Kraken Society. These pieces of parchment are still empty. They're stacked up, and there are numerous of them.
It looks like it's fresh.
Yeah, it seems
like,
to be.
I'll hold it
fresh,
up to like a
fresh parchment,
like in front of a candlelight to see if there's any kind of imagery or anything on it, impacted in the parchment.
Ooh, go ahead and give me. What's a good one for this? Let's just go with an investigation. I don't have any better way to go about it. On the paper, so you try a few methods to see if there's any scratchings.
Yeah. I'm really dogging right now.
I don't know if it helps, but my halberd is shining some good light in there. If that does help brighten things up a little bit.
Yeah, and I was just trying to give you an idea of the room. I mean, the room is now fairly bright with your presence there. However, you can see that under normal circumstances, it is not very well lit. It seems to be a small getaway, a small reprieve. 18 investigation. So the top layer, while blank, and it dissipates as its way down, you kind of use the little bit of paper. You see some scratchings on it, maybe a little bit of a little particulate put on top of it as well to display this. You notice that you can make out some various writings. The couple are overlapping. It's almost like you can almost see two different writings on top of each other, perhaps the previous 2 pages above it, one of which matches up very closely to one of the documents that you found in the lair of the aboleth. You recognize the Lord D symbol at the bottom. You recognize some of the notes, and from your recollection, it's a near perfect match. Another one seems to indicate you see a few different notes within it. Plan falling in place. Water Baron will be mine. Things are moving forward. The information is forthcoming. And yeah, that's about all you see right now with 18.
It's like we have quite a bit of information to pin him. I know that
I don't know if it's enough though. I mean, that's.
It's all circumstantial.
Yeah.
If there are a few other blank pages that have the Kraken Society like stamp or header on them, I'm gonna take a few.
Yeah, that's definitely some damning information, I would say.
I'm gonna revert a little bit here and give you 2 other quick things. You do manage to find one of the sentences on there indicates the children have been dealt with. The vote is ours shortly. You also find another note much further. The prisoner is still safe.
Prison.
The prisoner is still safe. Interesting. Huh.
Not referring to the kids.
Yeah. I wonder what that means. Interesting.
I think we need to go back on the boat and talk with what was her name?
Calming.
Pinnam.
Pinnam. Yep.
Pam
My man.
Agree.
What about Pan
but
Am?
What was that, Ryan?
That was for the fellow
Hunger Gamians?
Cyberpunk.
Mm.
This needs to be dealt with. If we cannot get Lord Drylands, then we must board that ship and find out what the hell they are talking about.
Like I said, I did see an office that looked a lot like this on the ship.
We need to tell. We should tell Nestra about this. That there is enough evidence here. If they can't see that, then they are blind.
Do we want to find Lord Dryland first? I feel like if we go questioning everybody, and Lord Dryland's still around, this may give him a good opportunity to bolt.
He might already be dead.
True.
I mean, that's the thing, though. We don't know where he's at.
Right. Do we think Pao Ming's involved? She seemed like a pretty sturdy, straightforward woman. That Griswold kind of liked.
Uh-oh.
She didn't like me, that's for sure. But getting on that, wandering around that boat is not going to be easy. So we either sneak in, or we make a scene. One way or the other, something is probably on that boat.
It'll be easy enough, I think.
I'm in a little bit more of a ask questions later, take actions now kind of mood. So I'm ready if you are.
Griswold's great at fucking roll. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of those blank letterheads. I'm gonna put some in my pack, and then I'm gonna tuck some away. Some of the other blank ones away in my journal, just for safekeeping. May or may not have a forgery kit. You never know when that could come in handy. I don't know. Is Eric frozen?
I might be.
Yeah, you're frozen. Sorry.
Yeah, I got his video frozen, but I can hear him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I can hear you okay.
There's something that's freaking killing my PC right now.
So we don't detect any other type of magic or anything else in the room.
No, nothing else down here. Seems just to be a bit of a remote office-esque.
And then general investigation, like we wouldn't, I guess, see like any other hidden buttons, something leading to another hidden room, compartment, doorway.
No, with the investigation, you guys feel pretty confident this seems to be a small hideaway of some sort or another. That nothing too damning, just a little reprieve, little office away from the office.
Okay. Outside of that, I'm gonna head back up then, and I'm gonna continue my search for his other that he probably shows everybody.
Can I do a history or arcana or something check to see if I know of any creatures or anything that they might take prisoner that they'd need to hold in this water tank?
Go ahead and give me. History check might be the best here. And I'll tell you what, in addition to that, give me a nature check.
Here.
So, in conjunction with those two rolls that you had, study a little bit about the food nearby, the conditions, the water tank, the decoration, the type of water inside there. You recognize that this is definitely set up for some type of saltwater creature. One that is likely native to the north, the Sea of Swords, perhaps. 22, that is, and that 20, that is an impressive roll here. You recognize it is very likely set up for an octopus. You're quite confident on that. With your history check, trying to align an octopus that or similar creature that would be required to be kept there that would make sense. None immediately come to you. There are no famous octopuses. No famous creatures of that type that are politically or in any way charged that would be worth capturing. So you struggle to make the connection to what that tank may or may not mean with the kidnapping in line.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I got. Anything else before Warwick heads up north, up to the other office?
I'm gonna head with Warwick when he goes up because I gotta ask him a couple questions, but I'll wait for him to get back.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I hear you.
All right, I might try to kill Discord here in a second if I can get to there. Right now my screen's all black, so if I dip out, I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, you're still frozen on our end.
Okay.
Okay, so while you guys are finishing this up, Warwick and Grizz, you guys separated from the group momentarily. Start heading your way upstairs.
Make my way.
Yeah, we'll wait for him to get back, I suppose.
That's true, he's not here. Let's see, what else do you have down below? That is about it. I mean, you guys take a look at the tapestry in the back. You see various scenes of war depicted. You see some ancient ruins. You see on a tapestry with the large Kraken society located on it. It appears to be an actual mythical kraken, kind of wrapping its way around a ship at the same time.
That's not foreboding.
Yeah, there's another one with a massive dragon on it. So this very very intricate tapestries around the room. Anybody else doing anything? We'll wait before Warwick gets back. I'll hold the group up. We'll say Griswold and Warwick have meandered off and come back to that. Oh,
I am going to grab one of those parchments with the header on it too.
Okay. All right, so you're taking one of those. You taking just one or a couple of them?
A couple.
Okay.
Like 4, if there's that many.
Yeah, there's a decent sized stack of them. I know we're getting slightly late while we're waiting for Warwick to get back. Do you guys mind if we take a quick 5-minute break so I can hit the restroom?
Yeah.
No, that's perfect. That way I can reboot my computer.
Yeah, let's do that. Quick 5-minute break. It's 11:24 now, so let's pick up at 11:30.
Cool.
All right, see you guys momentarily.
Yep.
All right, and we're back as you guys are exploring Lord Dryland's estate. We have Reed's hand readily available. He will be staying in place of Reed for today.
Like Will.
No, never mind. We're good. We got him back. Okay, so you guys are separating a little bit. Warwick and Grizz, you were heading upstairs to check the standard office.
Nice.
As we're going upstairs, Warwick, just a quick question for you. Any chances you have pulled to get 2 sending stones? I'd like to give one to Lady Italia to keep in touch.
I mean, I don't have extra sending stones on me, but I'm sure I can buy them, attain them, get a discount for them, something. Yeah.
They tend to be.
Why are you so interested in her? Uh-oh.
No, I just we let her die. We didn't protect her, and I just want to make sure she stays okay. Just to keep in touch, that's all.
I mean, I could probably just if she can reach into people's minds, she might be able to message or send. I mean, I can always use sending to her to touch base from time to time if that would help.
It seems to be a bother sometimes, and we talk to a lot of people, so it's no worries. It's kind of a back burner thing, but if you come across it or have a way to do that, I wouldn't mind. But no worries. We'll focus on the matters at hand right now.
I have one question for you. If you don't mind, it's a little bit of a personal matter. If you could help me out real quick.
Okay.
And as we're walking up the steps, I'm hoping I'm like in front of him or like behind him just a little bit, to where he's not like generally noticing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna cast minor illusion. And
what the fuck?
Before you do that any further, give me a sleight of hand with advantage, since you can control your positioning here.
What the fuck?
No, this isn't bad. This is just funny. Sleight of hand. 21 and 24. Take pick.
Do you want to give her your perception here, Grizz?
You mean to do? Oh yeah, I'll do a perception check. But fuck, man. We all know that's not gonna work out well.
Yeah, I should have gone with your passive perception. But that's all right.
That was my passive perception.
Same. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, he doesn't notice. So you managed to catch minor illusion.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop him as we're get to the top of the steps, and I'm gonna roll up the sleeve on my arm, and as I cast minor illusion, you're just gonna see this very intricate tattoo show up on my arm. It's gonna be like all the faces.
Wow, that's very realistic.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be all the faces of Phandalin 5, and underneath it's gonna say Phandalin 5 and a heart. Like, I thought you had all your tattoos. What do you think if I got this? Do you think it would?
I want to cast Hold Person on you on him so bad. Yeah.
No, Grizz. I'm just playing with you. I think your tenets are very noble. I'm excited, and I like the whole blue thing you do with your. Pretty sick.
I'm glad I have your. I'm glad I have you on my side, Warwick. I'm glad I have your approval for things that I do. It means a lot.
It's the only approval you need.
Yeah, you could tell Griswold's being super sarcastic, but
I'm cool with it. Yeah, and then I'll continue looking for this office. Where is?
I'm sure Althea would have told us that she found an office upstairs, but
yeah, and she would have directed you guys up.
I only found bedrooms.
I did mention there was an office up there.
Yeah.
Did you?
That's where you would have found the scrolls. Yeah.
Oh, sorry guys, there was an office upstairs. Found scrolls.
19 total for a roll. A general investigation.
I might as well roll as well.
Nice.
19 as well.
Okay. You guys managed to find the office up there, and unlike the one down below, this is much more standard. Seems to be in typical working order. You see numerous quills and papers, various books. There's a ledger there as well. Typical decoration, very minor. As you guys start looking through some of the paperwork, you find that there's two general sets of correspondence and notes, the two general topics of relation. The first is from a business standpoint. You recognize numerous the ledger for the Grand Dame. You notice the comings and goings from the casino, and the general operation, taking advantage of or taking care of the boat, maintenance, supply, everything else. So he seems to be running this fairly successful business in that regard. And the other is entirely regarding his political campaign efforts, strategy, alignment. Seems to be reaching out to the noble families a lot in kindly worded letters that you start to read. That he's prepped and kind of scratched a few of them out. That he's, why to consider him, what Nestor may be doing wrong, why he's the better selection, some strategy notes and whatnot about how to better position himself as a stronger candidate for Water Baron. So he seems to have this political life and this business life, and then this office is very straightforward in that regard. You see nothing out of the ordinary that would be incriminating outside of those.
Within both of those high investigations, would we see one of two things? Either A, in any of the notes, would we see that he signed Lord D, or does he actually sign Lord Dryland?
So you do notice in numerous of the business dealings, he does sign it Lord D. In the political dealings, he seems to use his full name, Lord Chamb3r Dryland.
Nice. So I'll make note of that, and I'll probably take one or two pieces of whatever business information that has Lord D on it, just for some incriminating evidence. And then on the back end, in the business dealings with the Great Dame, like the ledgers and all the people coming and going and anything like that, would we notice anything that mentions like some type of prisoner, an unnamed person, some reference to this prisoner?
Some benefactor?
No, not in these ones. These ones seem very very clean cut, dry, orderly, very business-like. Nothing regarding prisoner or any relation to anything that would even insinuate it. Even with those roles, you scour them pretty aggressively, and nothing that would lead you in that direction.
Anything on Pao Ming? Is that her name? Pao Ming, the that lady. Anything on her at all? I don't know what I'd be looking.
There's some correspondence with her from a business standpoint, general things that need to be done. Keep an eye on the tables, add extra security, any concerns that we should be aware of. So your typical kind of dealings with Pao Ming, she seems to be the muscle, the guard, the overseer of the casino and establishment, security for the most part, and so it's just typical back and forth. It seems, if you did not know any better, this particular room seems to almost be laid out as very much above the law, very much orderly, inspectable.
Anything on since he's in high political standings, I'm sure he might have some type of date book or calendar saying where he might be.
Yeah, with that investigation roll, I would say that you find some notations for a appointment book and a calendar.
Anything saying where he may or may not be right now or over the span of a week or two?
You see a general period of time blocked off from the past 10 day for another 3 days as well, all of which seems to be one long kind of a stretch that he has locked in. And in that time, he has blocked off. See, you would see note to. You see, it's very limited in its references and appointments or anything else, but you do see a note that appears to be Waterdeep, that he's heading to Waterdeep for business.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And it doesn't say anything about who he might be meeting with or anything, just generally Waterdeep?
Yeah, it is. It is very limited over this 10-day stretch.
Oh, okay.
There is a small notation, something about Candlekeep in a book, but that's about it. Just a little footnote.
Yeah.
I kid.
Julie,
Not true.
All right, real quick, did I miss something? Does he own what's the boat called?
The Great Dane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shocked me too. I didn't know that.
Yes, that's I did not. I want to see if you would put that together. If you did not investigate it at the time, you did not find it, but there was whenever you were there was a portrait on the wall that was of a man with. There was a portrait on the wall of Lord Dryland that didn't have his name on it. As you look around, perhaps you've seen some other portraits of him and connected it, and now you have this ledger. So yes, you didn't know at the time, and you found it out now. Lord Dryland is the owner of the Grand Dame.
Oh, good to know. Cool. All right.
And that is also why he had his cabin there, which was one of the larger of the.
So that's okay. So that's why the cat. Okay, that's why the two.
Yes.
Were similar. Got it. Now it's falling into place.
Yep.
I get it.
And that is a good connection. I've intentionally left it vague at the time, and you didn't dig into it, and even now. So yes.
Well, I'm sitting here. Did I miss that somewhere? I thought
you did not miss it. You guys.
That's fantastic. Interesting. So that's how he's smuggling people through. There's
Maybe it's time, Warwick, that we go to the Grand Dame and visit Pao Ming and figure out what's going on. It's probably going to be a fight unless we can find an easy way to get on this boat. But it wasn't necessarily as easy last time, and since we have some interesting questions, I don't foresee it being easy this time either.
Well, let's go back down to the group and I'll head out, and as I'm walking out, I'll turn to Griswold and say, "Hey, by the way, the tattoo thing, just keep it between me and you." And then I'm gonna walk downstairs.
Oh, Warwick.
As we get to the group, I'm like, well, found out some pretty interesting stuff. The office upstairs, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward office. We tore that place apart, and by tore a place apart, we just looked through everything. But everything is pretty much where we left it, where we found it. But a few things. Lord Dryland, he owns the Great Dame. That's pretty cool to know. And B, found some notes in his calendar or appointment book that over these 10 days or so, he is potentially in Waterdeep. It didn't say what
Wait a minute. Time out. I saw a picture of him when I was using my little floaty eye. And Garrett, I'm going to use my where's it at? Keen mind, and remember the portrait of Mr. Dryland. And I'm going to mirror image, or not mirror image. Sorry, minor illusion. So I've been playing Baldur's Gate, the original.
Sweet.
So,
I'm due to pull that out again too. Anyways,
so I'm going to minor illusion and Warwick. I think he looks like this, and I kind of illusion what he looks like.
I'm just gonna make mental note of that in case I want to dress like him later. This onto the boat. Saying, so he owns the Great Dame. Really wasn't any information about, a prisoner or anything incriminating up there. I think his office upstairs is pretty much just a front where he does just straight business, straight by the books. But it did say something about Waterdeep, and he'll be there for the next 3 days. So I don't know if we can do that whole teleporty circle thingy.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
We could ride some fucking griffins.
I mean, wait, hold on. He's supposed to be back in 3 days?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering that Yartar is quite far from Waterdeep. I mean, he could be on his way back already, depending on the mode of travel he's using. It might be difficult. If we want to confront him, we'd be taking a chance to go to Waterdeep, but we could just wait here for him.
Or it could just be a red herring. He could not be in Waterdeep and just wrote that on his calendar and
True.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think based off of this information, I mean, is there anything you guys think we might find on the Great Dane? We investigate further?
Imric will lean over to Reed and say, I've got 20 gold, says he's already dead. You take that action.
That's an easy bet. I'll take it.
I'll shake his hand.
Wait, what? Why would he be dead?
So excited about this.
Because the Aboleth probably went and killed him after we crashed the party.
I can see it.
I say we go to the Great Dame and see if we can find anything of a prisoner.
Or the Kraken Society killed him. They don't like loose ends. You saw what they did to those people up there. Up by Xanthar's Keep.
Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't, but Eric did. He's already dead. The Kraken Society took care of him.
As you guys are doing this, you hear a voice from outside kind of poking on the door. Oh, guys, did you find anything concerning?
Hold on 1 second. Almost done.
Green goo. Can you put it in jars?
Is it safe?
And carry it out.
Not yet. Not yet.
Do we have any jars or anything in the bag of holding? Empty potion bottles or anything we could pretend to take out the green goo?
Don't have to.
Okay, go ahead.
I pull out a bottle of the what was that? I got a vial of the goo from those
ointment.
Those oozes. From those oozes.
Yeah.
The molds, yeah.
Yeah. I have a vial of that. I have it in my hand. Are we done here? Are
Yes.
we done here, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
We got
With that, I'm
like,
gonna
pings of like magic though, right? I mean, outside of like those few spells, like scrolls and the potions that you found, there was nothing.
I don't want to take anything and be.
Oh no, I was just generally curious. I didn't know if we had pinged anything else at all.
I think
there's a couple
arrow
items
or something.
There's arrow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's fine.
Arrow, some potions, some scrolls, a dice, some clothes.
So if we're done, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and all the shutters on the windows go flying open on the front of the house.
Nice.
I like it. And then I'm guessing we're probably just gonna walk straight out, and somebody's gonna have some goo like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I got exactly. I got the vial.
As you step out, about 10.
I step
20,
out and I go, "This house is clean."
About 20 feet away from the walls, you see 5 guards that you've all recognized from before, all of which spears up and leveled at the house. Not at you, at the house, all kind of in guarded position here, keeping a close eye on everything as they're looking over the grounds. Are you sure?
It's all right here. It's right here. Look at this.
Lord Dryland will be greatly appreciative of this. He had no idea.
No, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Because that way they won't know that he doesn't know, and if he doesn't know, then they will think that he knows, and then it'll all be good.
Okay. You guys are looking at each other a little curiously. All right. Yeah, obviously.
All right, good. Awesome job, fellas. Keep up the good work. You guys are doing awesome. Love it.
Thank you for coming here. We are greatly appreciative. Vote for Dryland.
Well,
vote for Warwick.
I'm not just. I don't. This isn't my my precinct, so I don't have voting rights here. So, sorry.
I like it. Do we know of your friend Colbaz? Colbaz?
Colbaz.
Colbaz. Do we know of your friend Colbaz?
Yeah, you guys know him.
You know Colbaz. You don't know how intricate Caldrum is with him, but Colbaz was the one that welcomed you whenever you arrived at the teleportation circle.
Nice. Hey, Caldrum.
Go ahead.
With Dryland potentially being back in 3 days, or on his way back in 3 days, it's some form of time. You think your friends may stake this place out, or maybe stake out like the entrances or something like that, just to see if they can find anything on this guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him and see what the other agents can maybe dish up. With that, I kind of scan for him in the group.
And you track him down. He seems to be watering some plants at a nearby facility, paying no attention, almost like he lives there.
I'll whisper a message to him. Meet me 2 blocks north in 5 minutes.
As you do that, you see him kind of look up at the sun, checking out the time, looking down, nodding to himself, and kind of meandering away to the other side and disappearing behind the building.
How far does their reach go? Can they reach all the way to Waterdeep?
The Harpers?
Yeah.
They have reach everywhere.
Ooh. Do you think maybe because Griswold made a good point, maybe he's due back in 3 days, or maybe he's not leaving for 3 days. We could miss out on some time there. You think maybe they can check out Waterdeep now, see if he's still there?
I can have him check. Yeah.
Caldrum, I knew there was a reason I loved you.
Kiss him on the forehead.
I'll give him a little. Can you do this hand hug thing with me real quick? Just friend, I want to keep going. Yes.
Oh yeah, the hand.
Warwick's so excited right now. He's just completely elated right now. Yeah. So, I'm guessing. Well, we probably can't get onto the Great Dane now, or the Great Dane sails at night. Maybe right now would be a good time to sneak up.
I'm thinking that too.
All depends on if we're trying to talk to Phandalin or not. Reed, Althea, you in for some sneaking?
Always.
I thought it was like a delivery ship during the day.
I couldn't remember.
I think
Reed?
it is.
Oh, it is.
They do a lot of deliveries and loading on it, but it's more of what you could tell before stocking up for the night. They go through a lot of wine, beer, food, coins, everything else. So it's more restocking a business.
So couldn't we pose as stalkers, stalker boys? Stalkers came out wrong. That's Warwick's job.
Could potentially own a wine business in Yartar. Who knows? Went from water baron Warwick to wine owner Warwick.
Wine bearer stalker. Got it.
Water baron to wine baron deal.
Wine baron. There you go.
Like that's kind of almost a Jesus room.
I was gonna say, is that a Jesus thing?
There. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We'll get banned from Twitch. Anyways. Sorry, no sponsor. Sorry, I don't want to get affiliated. Whatever. Anyways,
Anywho's.
So yeah, I mean, right now,
Did you say Jesus, not a sponsor yet?
No.
We're really trying to nail them down.
Oh,
waiting for him to rise up, you know.
Oh no!
I'd say about 3 more days.
All of our internet connections just went black right now.
Oh man, what followers we had we just lost. Oh man,
that one gets you right in the ribs, huh?
I'm pretty sure that would gain followers. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow. I can't expect anything less. That's fantastic. Wow. Yeah, we can.
So you guys pass. You guys are heading through town. Then pass a few vendors with some loaves and fishes.
Real quick, Garrett. I will stop Kolbaz. I will give him a couple of the letterhead that we found in his office. I'll ask him to relay this information to Nesna. Is that her name? The water baron, the current water baron.
Oh, Nestra.
Nestra. And then I will ask him if he can get in contact with the agents in Waterdeep and see if they can see Dryland anywhere, or if they've seen him, or if they can locate him. Just have him
I
send
will
me a
see
message
what I can do.
Awesome job. And then on towards the boat we go.
Okay.
I'd say, are we sneaking on, or are we waiting?
You want Griswold to try to sneak on this fucking boat? I mean, I'm all game for trying to sneak, but Griswold is gonna get noticed, and I am so ready to smite someone. So yes.
I mean, I think we may be able to. Maybe we can talk to Nestra and gain access. I think there's a few ways around it.
Why don't we just go to the boat and just see if we can talk to them?
I can also cast invisibility on you, and the rest of us can just walk right on.
I mean, they'd still be able to hear my heavy armor.
Pretend like we are wine stalkers or something.
I'm just throwing out ideas. I'm okay with any of it.
We don't have to sneak if we are working.
If that's the case, I don't know if we should all go though. That looks a little suspicious that all 7 of us are.
We got 7 new dock workers. What?
Yeah.
Fair.
Let Griswold do it. He's the biggest. I can stalk some stuff. I'm dumb. I'm decked out in heavy armor. That doesn't actually make sense. Never mind.
Well,
you can take off your armor.
I can.
Nah, no, that would.
It's not a good idea.
No.
I can definitely. I can get on myself. I can cast invisibility on someone else. Siddle can disguise self.
I can misty step on, or I could cause a distraction. Griswold would certainly cause a distraction. There's no issue with that.
Grizz and I'll fight fist to fist, and that will attract attention. You guys go do your thing.
Did you all forget I have the sand of invisibility?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That 100%. I haven't heard about that in I don't know how long.
Because we haven't needed it, and now I got to figure out where exactly it is.
So we know how we're getting on the boat.
Do we?
I mean,
we always think we know where we're going too. I'm surprised we didn't go do something else after saying between leaving that house and this boat.
So the office that I found was on the second deck of the ship.
I mean, I can, if we get close enough to the boat, I can always get on the boat myself and investigate. Maybe one person.
That might be an option.
Recon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then if somebody just happens to see me, I can always teleport out very quickly. Two D4 minutes.
Ooh, I don't know if that's enough time.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, it would be enough for us to get onto the boat.
But yeah, once we're on.
I also have Misty Step, so I can always go around.
So here's what I'm thinking. Concentration up to 1 minute. I thought invisibility was a lot longer.
It just feels that way in battle because it's, one round is 6 seconds, so.
Oh no, it's so invisibility is up to 1 hour. Greater invisibility is up to 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw Critical Role, not sponsored yet, but I saw how they were using invisibility and it was for a long time. Now I get it.
Anyways, Misty step onto the boat.
What's that?
Good.
So
Yeah,
cast invisibility on Grizz, and then he Misty steps on there.
Misses.
Or no, that doesn't work because then he casts a spell. Never mind.
Yeah, but no, it's not an attacking spell, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
I think that's don't quote me on that.
And it would be if I no, well, it would be if the actually no, with greater invisibility they can cast spells or attack. Doesn't matter. Yep. Anyways, yeah, I can always get
or cast a spell. Attacks or cast a spell. Yeah. Okay.
I can always just get on the boat very easily and investigate. I think I'm pretty perceptive in that realm, anyways.
I can literally keep an eye on you too. So if something happens, we can rush in.
Okay. So maybe we'll make our way over to the boat, or do we have a general idea of where the boat might be at this time?
You're pretty sure during the day that it's which it is still that is docked over in the plaza where you were before.
Okay.
It seems to be there just about every day.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say we probably do we want to talk to Nestra about anything, or are we good to maybe check this out and then report back?
I think we're good for now.
All right. Then I think we'll probably head to the boat. And then
never thought I'd be on a boat.
Okay.
Blue water, she rode.
Yep.
So once again, returning to the docks, you enter this fairly open plaza where the dock is, building surrounding it. You're familiar with the territory now, and to give you an idea, and we talked about it last time, but this plaza is fairly large. Seems to be where you where most of the people kind of line up. You can imagine some sort of events there on weekends and whatnot. However, this is probably about 100 feet from the water to the third nearest building, about 200 feet from side to side. So 100 by 200 foot plaza up against the water line. The Grand Dame is parked along that route with a little shack right there, and the ramp up that you're aware of. And as you do that, you see a number of cars kind of pulling up, unloading equipment right in front of the dock, piling up. You see a number of large crates that are now kind of stacked at the forefront. People unloading them, loading them. No one really coming on and off the boat quite yet, but almost like prepping it, queuing things up for loading.
Hey,
so what's the plan here?
Caldrum, can you give me an idea of what that room looked like?
Yeah, I can. I'll minor illusion what the room looked like.
Okay, and then generally, where on the boat was it?
The top deck, kind of towards the back after the boat. Aft, is that right?
It was 10 seconds here.
Bow?
You would say it was, let's see, since it was on the second floor up top, or really the third floor, and it was, mostly after the boat. As you're kind of describing and walking him through Warwick, you realize it is probably the next room over from that small smoky hall that you were partaking in with a drink whenever you went up the spiral staircase.
If I remember right, you can go towards the back of the boat, and there was a stairwell that went up. I think you can go up that way.
Okay.
Problem is my little eyeball won't be able to see you because you're invisible. So
Well,
I'll have it, but
my plan was just dimension door in, and then I wasn't going to cast invisibility until I needed to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll try and sneak around and then if I need to go.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the idea is I can dimension door in and then we'll go from there. Out of character though, before we go balls deep on the boat, 12:15. Do you guys want to keep going or call it?
My thought is a hair longer to see what you're going to do as you go onto the boat, and then perhaps get a little closer to setting up next session. Does this lead to battle? Do you discover something? Is it uneventful? I think we will have a direction here shortly.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I will cast Arcane Eye.
And
it lasts an hour. This floaty ball, invisible floaty ball, goes floating over towards the boat.
Oh, actually, before you cast that, so I have an amulet. It's proof against detection and location, and it's against divination magic. Does Arcane Eye still see me? I don't know how all that works.
It's divination, yeah.
I'm hidden, from divination magic. Now, I mean, I can always, keep an open mind with you because I can cast message if need be. So I can just keep an open line of communication with you and do it that way. I just don't want you to waste a spell slot.
You know what? I'll keep it. I'll keep it up anyway, and we'll go from there.
Okay. So I guess I'll look around just to make sure, there's nobody around, kind of like watching us. I don't want to, make it weird that I'm about to disappear. And then I will.
Yeah, you guys are kind of out of this plaza, so you're off to the side.
I'll click my heels 3 times, and
there's no place like home.
No place like Dryland's office. And yeah, I'll skedoodle to where Eric or Caldrum home is.
So as you enter the room that you'd not previously been in, so you are dimension door there. You are not invisible at the moment, right? I guess you just dimension doored.
I am not invisible. I don't know if I need to.
I'm just asking, just to be clear here.
Should I be invisible? I mean, what do you guys think? Should I be invisible? It only lasts for a minute. That's my only concern.
You're invisible. If it's greater invisibility.
Yeah, it only lasts for a minute though, so I would basically get there.
Yeah.
Do you have regular invisibility?
I do not. Oh, I'm out. Oh no, I'm not attuned to the Saturn anymore because I have the Stone of Good Luck, the amulet, and I thought there was one other thing I was attuned to.
I thought you had this.
You had the Axe of Warning there for a while.
Oh no, I am attuned to the Saturn because I did not have the hand axe of warning. That is right. I'm unattuned from that, not the Saturn. I forgot about that completely. So that does have invisibility. So
you could dimension door and then cast it.
Yeah, I would have to do that. I would have to dimension door and then cast it. Otherwise, it won't work.
Or yeah.
So I will. I'm gonna go with that plan. I'm gonna dimension door in, and then as soon as I get there, just.
You guys don't want to you guys don't want to reduce Griswold's size, dimension door him in with Warwick, and then see what the fuck happens. No.
Yeah.
All right.
Hellbent on starting a fight tonight, huh?
I mean.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's do it. I'm ready to fight.
I'm excited, dude. Actually, it might not be a bad idea if you guys do cause a little chaos outside of the boat. Just saying. But yeah, so I will dimension door in, and then on my Saturn, immediately cast invisibility when I get there, and that'll last for up to an hour.
Okay.
I just cannot cast a spell.
Since it takes 10 minutes to do this, and we need a distraction anyways, kind of, Griswold's eyes are going to light up again, and, alright, Frank, I don't know what's going on, but I need you, buddy. and takes 10 minutes. Why not do some paladin juju while we're out here to see if anyone gets distracted by it, and I'm gonna cast Find Steed. I'll be doing.
So, are you in the open trying to cast this as a distraction?
Oh, I'm in the open trying to cast this.
I'm fucking pumped. Frank's gonna show up by my side. It's gonna like forward.
All right, so
he wanted a distraction. I'm doing some juju magic right here.
So, two things are happening here. Warwick, you pop into this room while you're casting this Griswold, and as you immediately arrive and then cast yourself into Invisible, you enter this closed door room that in immediate appearance is empty. The door is closed. It is relatively small. This little cabin that is a testament to bad taste. As Chamb3r described it to you, it's basically got purple velvet curtains, scented candles, and these gaudy candelabras. In the middle of the room is a table with a very large aquarium resting atop of it. The aquarium contains a coral reef that you look inside, and displayed a number of various little mini treasure chests, coral reef, castle, all these other things. There was a fairly decent-sized octopus floating around in there, just kind of enjoying the water at the moment. You see there's a table built into the shelf, which rests a wooden chest. There's a silk hammock. There's a writing desk covered with quills and loose sheets of blank parchment. You see a small table holding a silver wine decanter, matching goblet, and there's an iron stove with a pot on there that's currently empty. Yeah, that's the cabin that you see. Meanwhile, Grizz, you were on the outside, beginning to cast this. As the late afternoon occurs, you see a number of dock workers out there. You kind of step out from the shadows. You're out in the middle, and you begin casting this Find Steed with the verbal component. Your arms starting to flail around, and you cast for Frank, and you await it. As you do so, nothing happens. A few of the workers kind of glance over your direction momentarily. You see a few chuckles. You see a few people just shaking their head. But a minor distraction.
That's what I imagine Griswold's doing right now.
Damn.
Is like fucking going Super Saiyan, trying to get Frank. Probably not working. So as I'm in the room, I'm going to I'll roll an investigation. 15, 16. I want to look through the papers, any of the drawers. Actually, before I do that, I want to check to see if there's any like traps, anything out of the ordinary. First,
hey, Garrett, while this is going up, my little arcane eye is in the room now.
All right, so that has made its way in, and it's in the room as well.
Yeah.
All right, and I can put that up later. So you did a 15 investigation, Warwick. You get to investigate with that eye, right? Let's see.
I
limit how far away. You can have a solid barrier in the eye's movement. The eye can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch. Yep, no problem getting in. You receive information mentally, so you can see the basics of it. So if you give me a perception check for the eye. So Warwick, as you can look,
probably get a perception check, but not a investigation, because
that's what I'm thinking.
Like you're interacting with things.
Yep. Okay. So as a general overview of this room, you guys are looking around it. Not a lot very similar in makeup to the underground basement that you saw. However, without any notations, marks whatsoever. For the Kraken Society, it seems rather dim for that. It seems, despite a very poorly decorated office, just that of a ship captain or business, probably not captain, but a businessman, an owner. You see some very mild ledgers, but otherwise it is fairly unremarkable as you're digging through some stuff. I don't know if there's anything in particular you're looking for. And in Chamb3r, once again, what you see is unchanged from where it was just a day ago. Recognize it all now. You see, not unlike the office in his upstairs bedroom, very, very straightforward, above board. tacky, miserable. It is a horrendously decorated room. Just very poor taste. But other than a curious octopus, all's pretty quiet in here. Is there anything in particular you guys are looking for?
Is the octopus doing anything?
Touch it.
A lot of this.
Gonna reach in.
That's about it. It's just kind of floating through the aquarium.
I mean, I'm kind of looking for any like little secret levers, buttons, maybe a secret drawer or a locked drawer in his desk, something like that. Something just that's secretive, I guess. And then, I mean, none of the papers are gonna have any of the Kraken Society stuff, so I can't do anything with that. But yeah, I guess anything secretive, it might be there.
As you're kind of digging through, I mean, most of the drawers, as you open them up, pens, various paper, quills, ink. You find a few, some wooden coins in there, like before. So it seems like he has storage, a little rack in there just in case, maybe for some high rollers. You see some of his personal notes about some of the guests, just for record keeping. So and so's wife's name, so and so's kids. It almost seems like he's trying to maintain some of the information. Just a way to remind himself who's who, sort of thing. All the drawers are actually pretty well open. The only thing that's locked in the room is the door itself from the outside, as well as maybe a wooden chest underneath on the table underneath the aquarium.
I'm gonna yeah, I don't know if this is gonna go well. I'm gonna try and open the. Oh, do I have? Yeah. So how does lock? I guess I can't lockpick unless I have lockpicking tools, huh? Is that how that works?
Yeah, effectively, you can't really lockpick without it. You try to break it open, I guess. Try and.
How big is it?
It's fairly small. It's just a tiny little chest. Yay big. So maybe 10 inches by 6 inches or so.
I'm gonna pick it up, take it with me. I know it's not gonna be invisible, so I'm gonna make sure I'm like, pretty secretive about it. And if I see anybody, I'm just gonna stash it. But I'm taking it. I don't know what's in there.
All right.
And there's nothing, no pun intended, about the octopus in the aquarium. Is there anything weird about it?
Based on what you can see, no, he's an octopus.
Based on what I can see, what am I missing here? Can I touch him?
It's an octopus. I mean, I don't know. How well do you give me a nature check?
I don't know what I'm missing. Why would you have an octopus? It's weird. I'm doing a nature check. I'm doing it. Where's the nature? I don't know what I just rolled.
Oh.
I don't know.
This
I didn't even know it's an
appears to be a very prototypical octopus. Not. It's an octopus.
Nice. All right.
It's just floating around and they're looking at you.
Since I found nothing else,
It's a great white shark.
I'm gonna open up the door.
All right.
I'm gonna peek out without showing the small wooden box that I have.
Yep.
And see if there's anybody there.
There doesn't appear to be anybody in the hallway at the moment.
Okay. So how far can I see? Like, can I easily get to out? No, I'll keep it with me. Never mind. Do I know how to get down to the bottom deck, below deck?
So from what you know, you can turn right. There's if you look as you pop back out the door, there's a small aisleway. It's only a couple feet wide. To your right, it goes to about 15 feet. To your left, it probably goes for 30 feet. Yeah, so about 30 feet. On each side, there's a curtain that kind of pulls over that you can't see behind them. That acts as bit of a doorway. So the one to the right, based on what Keldrum told you leads to that lounge-like area that Warwick came up the spiral staircase in and hung out. And then once you drop down below that, down the spiral staircase, you're in the open casino.
I'm gonna pop my head in the pop my head real quick in the lounge that I was in. If there's no one in there, I'm gonna stash the chest somewhere that's not locked. Just somewhere that can't be seen, somewhere that's not locked, and then I'm going to go downstairs.
All right, you find a cabinet there without issue that you can tuck it into. Then you make your way down the spiral staircase. There's a few workers in here now. You see Pao Ming kind of going through, evaluating the tables, checking things out, setting stuff up. A few workers moving things in and out. So there's only 3 people in the room. And then you're now in the main casino, for the record, where you were before with all the numerous tables.
Yes. I actually cannot cast message, I'm assuming, because I'm invisible. Cantrip, that's correct, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna make my way down to the bottom, below deck.
You're heading below deck. All right. As you go down the stairs further, you head down below deck, and you see a number of, long central aisleway on each side, a number of benches with the oars pulled in and resting on them currently. The place is empty at this point, but you can see probably about 10 rows on each side, left and right, where the oarmen would sit. And then there's a wooden door at the very front, about 80 feet up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check along the way, make my way down to the wooden door, and I'm gonna crack that bad boy open, see what's inside.
Yeah, and as you pop through, you look in there and you see a couple curtains, one leading to the forward aft, and then 2 sets of stairs on the left and right.
And where do those stairs?
So it's only a little 5 by 5 foot area, or 10 foot by 10 foot area, and 2 stairs on the left that both lead up. You can see them go up, and then they seem to cut back on the opposite side. So you kind of go up, take a step to the right, and then you see them rise again, and then there's that curtain in the front.
So there's nothing out of the ordinary that I see in there.
Nope, nothing.
All right, I'll walk up those steps through the curtains. And then...
So the curtain is directly. So as you went through the door, the curtain is directly in front of you aft. So there's another room, must be another room or set of rooms up there, and then the stairs on your left and right and seem to go up. Just to be clear, so you kind of have stair, curtain, stair.
What's through the curtain?
Sorry. So you poke your head through there. As you do so, you are hit with a rank odor that catches you. There's a few small cabins that seem to be the head that are not yet cleaned for the night. Or for the day. If you go a little bit further, you'll find a hold a little bit in front of that. There is a hold with food and drink stored in a small compartment there. Not quite as high end as you saw from up above. So this is likely the staff food and drink.
Okay. Nothing there that I would need to pay attention to. Okay, I'm gonna
nothing of interest.
I'm gonna go back up the stairs, see if there's anything up there. And if there's nothing of interest, I'm gonna.
Keegan should have killed the octopus. He should have fucking killed it.
Oh, don't worry. I have a plan for the octopus.
Whenever you come up the stairs, you reach the main deck forward. You find some decorative lanterns hanging from the post that support the balcony on the upper deck. A rusty winch bolted to the deck is used to raise and lower the ship's anchor. But that's it. Just kind of an open front deck. You're now kind of an open air. You're exposed. You look over to your right. You can see the docks. You tucked away in the shadows. You see your crew kind of watching from afar. Off to the left is open water.
Oh, I am sitting on the dock with my feet dangling.
Dangling in the water?
Yeah, just kicking my feet back and forth.
Would you say that the water is salt water?
I would, yep. No, I take that back. This is fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
In the octopus, what kind of water is he in that aquarium?
From what you could tell, it was salt water.
He's one of them freshwater octopus.
He rolled a 1. Don't.
He did. You're right. I forgot.
I'll totally fucking throw that guy into the water. See what happens.
You're free! As it drowns.
Suffocates more like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make my way back up to where I stashed the box. I'm gonna take one more quick peruse in the in Dryland's office. The painting or anything, I'm gonna move that around to see if is there anything behind that, or if there's anything going on with the aquarium. Tap on the glass, maybe special tap, and maybe a door. I don't know. And yeah, if nothing happens,
you don't seem to find anything. Nothing happens. Seems to be a fairly ordinary office. The octopus seems to get a little irritated when you tap on the glass, but that's about it.
Am I able to get to? I can't just walk off the boat now. Oh no, I guess I could just dimension door off. That would make a lot of sense. Can I get to the back of the boat to where I can just jump over the side?
So you want to jump over the side onto the dock?
Nope, right into the water.
With the small crate.
Yeah, there's no stopping you once you drop down to the casino. Yeah, you still got a small crate. You could drop down to the casino.
I'll walk down there, yeah, because the crate is technically not invisible. I don't want to.
Yeah, and the upstairs is kind of blocked in. Actually, hold on. There is a balcony up top. So once from the little aisleway and whatnot, there's a few different doorways. So that room that you were in, drinking, that lounge, there's a doorway there on both sides that technically leads out to the upper balcony. From there, you would be looking down at maybe a little 5-foot walkway, but you could easily jump over it into the water.
Okay. Now I'll if I can get up to the balcony where I can maybe see where the group's at. I just want to take a little quick gander, as long as I can do it without being seen. If there's people walking around, then I'm not going to do it. But I want to see where they're at, and if I can find a place where I can dimension door out and be secretive about it, like I can appear somewhere, like if there's like a dark alley or.
Yeah, there's no problem. You kind of know the back alleys next to the buildings now where the group was hanging out, except for Adrian, or Caldrum. So you can easily kind of duck into the shadows, dimension door into the shadows in the back alley.
Sweet. I'll do that with the little box, and then I'll shoot a message over to Caldrum, and just let him know, hey, I'm in this back alley. Come meet me over here. I have a little box that I need help getting into.
Okay.
I will gather the rest of the crew, and we'll head that way.
All right. Well, I'll say with that, what do you say we stop there? Can evaluate the box next time and determine where to go now that you've poked your way into the Grand Dame once again.
Nice.
And it is, just for the record, early evening. Time's kind of gone on, so it's about 6 o'clock about now.
Mm.
You got an hour or two before dusk.
How long was he in the Grand Dame?
Only about 10-15 minutes.
And Frank is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I know.
There is no Frank to be seen yet.
Nice. And that's it. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, let's call it there. We'll pick up on it next time. Determine where to go. Once again, outside the Grand Dame. And I'm good for next week, so hopefully we can see you guys then.